Rebecca Foster. She has been doing this for 36 years. When I first met her,
She's how old? Still since you were born?
37.
When I first met her, I went to her house. She lived in Barnum at the time, and I went with a friend that had no idea she didn't know I was coming. She didn't know my name. I said I don't want her to know nothing about me because I was so skeptical. I didn't believe in it. I was like, I just want to show up. And I get there, and we're all kind of sitting around, and we were waiting on somebody to show up. And she was busy cleaning, like she was busy putting stuff away, and I was like thinking, good Lord, what are we getting into?
Where was this at?
At her house in Barnum.
First time?
Mm-hmm. Yep, first time. And what she was trying to do was, there was people that were coming at her wanting to talk to us, and she was trying to clear her mind. And I didn't know that, so she was trying to, be busy. And she says, I don't know, we got to get started. And she goes, I don't know who Brenda is, but you've got lots of people that want to talk to you. So I was the first one that got read. And she nailed it. And I went out and I called my mom because she told me about my birth.
Oh, wow.
She told me how I was born. And I never heard that story before. So I went out and I called my mom right when it was over. And I'm like, tell me about my birth. And she nailed it. So she's the real thing. She's a real McCoy. So, anyways, let's give her a hand.
Of course, are you kidding me? I got invited to an investigation. Of course I'm going to do it. Of course. Okay, so, again, she told you, I think all you guys really need to know. I've been doing it for 36 years, and I will, everyone here tonight is going to get a reading. Everything that I do is, I'm pretty much a channel for God, and so my messages come from Him, from spirit guides, and from people who've passed over. And I do not consult the dead. I don't ask them questions. I do a lot of communication telepathically, so the questions aren't verbalized. And they'll give me information symbolically. So what I'm going to explain to you tonight first is like what I'm being shown, and then I'll explain what it means. And they're going to be things that Spirit wants you to know. And also, my channels are always open for individuals who want to come through and talk. So if that's what's meant to be tonight for you, it's what's meant to be. And in a group setting, I do not venture far off from this dimension because it's exhausting to try to pull them through. And so I won't do that. I've learned not to do that. I got my glasses on already. The house. It's full of energy already. So, and then the thing is these get in my way. And then Dan, thank you so much for pulling it all together tonight. Dan's the curator for the house, who takes care of everything and makes sure everything's cool and keeps up the home and cleans it and prepares it and decorates it. So all these decorations are
beautiful.
I know, because of him. So, okay. I'll let questions fly at the end, and then we'll go into the investigation. So again, everybody is live on TikTok, so later on, they're going to, depending on the lighting and everything else, we'll take them with us on that little venture too, and then this will get put live on YouTube, so you'll be able to go back and watch it. So, all right. Okay. Let me just get a view. So what I do is, normally I'm an eye contact person, but when I'm reading for people, I drop a veil, and that's where I'm looking at everything that I'm being shown. So I'm not making eye contact because it brings me back here, where I want to be with you guys, but I don't want to be here right now. I'm going to read various, depending on your energy. If I'm reading for you and it makes sense to you, please say, hey, I think you might be picking up on me, because if you have similar energies, they'll come through and twizzle energy through, and it helps me when someone acknowledges that I can separate your two lines coming through, and then clarify that. All right. So my guides taught me to talk to people on a beach. And the beach represents safety, security, grounding, and water of any kind represents problems and situations, but it can also represent opportunity. It just depends on how it presents. So you guys are, not everybody's going to end up on a beach. So you might show up on a mountain and everybody's like, why am I not on a beach? Well, you are. It's just that you're not by the water, let's say. So it's this vast expanse. Okay. All right, we'll get started. Oh, could you time for me? I'd appreciate. Otherwise, if I don't time, I get dragged into people's worlds, and then 15 minutes goes by, and I wake up and realize. If you could just set it for 3, because then I know my time after that. I'll know if I get to 3, then I have to wrap it up. Okay. All right, so can you say hello for me?
Hi.
Like you were answering a phone.
Oh, hello.
2 different highs. Isn't that interesting? 2 different elements of your personality.
There's the other one.
Sorry, that was funny. That was actually just like very
which
villainous.
personality is that one?
That was funny. Okay. I just take my time the first time. I kind of getting onto your beach, and the rest of you will just flow from there. So for you, the first thing that they're showing, I just want to make sure I'm hearing it and seeing it properly. Okay. I say interesting a lot. I listen, I hear. So the first thing your guides are showing is there's several different aspects right now that are really taking up a large amount of your energy and your focus. It seems like it's also very external to you. And what your guides are showing is it's a lot of business or work related. And it feels so frustrating. I just feel like nobody's hearing me, nobody's listening. And I feel so frustrated standing with you. And I'm standing behind you, you're on your beach, you're facing away from the water, and you're going, no, stop, no, that goes there, oh gosh, that goes there, oh my God, like you're getting really frustrated, and I'm feeling this energy. And it's almost as if there is a lack of respect of knowledge where you are concerned, and people are just doing it their way, and then and it's not like a control thing, but you're going to have to go back and like micromanage or fix this in detail, because instead of them going, okay, we're going to pay attention to what she has to share or what directive she's providing, there is this, just like, I've got it covered, I'll take care of it, and then people are not following around you, they're not following the suit, they're just throwing cards pretty much. You can't win that way, you can't play that way. There's this, it almost feels like you have reached a point where you can't go forward in that direction anymore. You've reached a level of complete pure growth. There's no moving forward. And part of it almost, if it were me standing there, I'd think, okay, this is where I find my exit out of this situation, because I feel as if I'm no longer being heard or understood or respected. And if that's the case, and you are feeling that way, what's going to happen if you put it off and you, instead of you have to, really truly, you have to open yourself up to what the universe is going to be providing to you right now and the doorways that they're presenting to you. Because if you ignore those and you keep trying to move forward on a path that's not there, it's what I call lightning striking. And then the universe goes, well, we need her here at 5 o'clock, so we need to make sure she does this. They'll strike, and all of a sudden your world around you is like, holy cow, this is when stuff is occurring to you rather than you making it happen. So it makes it feel like it's completely out of your control, and people they'll just fall in defeat or feeling like I was just defeated. And it's not that, it's the universe trying to reset your focus. So they will take things away that you are focused on, so that you'll look up and look around at where the directions are taking you now. Because I would love to like bing, and send you to a beach, literally like send you to a beach somewhere and let you.
3 minutes.
Oh, that's what that was? It sounded like it was at a distance. I want to reset you somewhere where you're able to be taken away. And it's funny because as I'm doing it, I'm like, let's go this way. And you're like you're like mumbling and just in a daze almost. And so you don't want, first off, to focus inward that this has anything to do with you. So anything that goes wrong on those paths beyond you, it has nothing to do with you. It is, Spirit is trying to redirect you because there's other things that are coming up around you that are really going to need your focus. And I'm going to move on in a minute, but I keep seeing a baby girl around you. So someone around you must be pregnant or something, because I see a baby girl around you that is going to take a lot of your focus.
I'm pregnant.
You are? I just got the chills.
How are you?
Congratulations! Oh my God, I just got the chills.
Me too.
Did you know it was a girl?
No.
Oh,
I said it was a boy.
oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I see her and I'm like, oh God.
But she's a little thing in pink, and she just keeps walking up to you and walking up to you. And so, and that's where your distraction is at. Like, you're going, but I have to do this, and they're like zoop and zap, and then all of a sudden she just keeps walking up to you. So somebody around, that's hilarious.
I don't want that announced because she will bring that out.
I didn't.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I'm
so if she says it, I wanted to say it, so I didn't say a word. So.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And I totally thought it was a boy.
Oh.
I've seen her face and I was like, what the what? I like watching Brenda and I saw her eyes, so I was like, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
right.
gosh. Oh,
That's
that's fantastic. So you're going to
Okay,
be.
so nobody tell anybody.
Right, nobody knows. Okay.
It's on TikTok.
So that's what it's like. You're going to be focused on what you know and everything else, but it's going to. Life is pretty much just going to go zoop and cut this off, and there's so many other focuses, including that baby, that's going to really take up a lot of your time and energy. Where you're needed. That's awesome. Okay, so your mom. How are you guys related?
That's my daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Daughter-in-law?
My mom, yeah, Brenda.
Mine's mine.
Oh, she is. See, I wish I knew. You knew?
Did you know she
Oh, of course you knew, because you're the mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, this is, I'm just better off not knowing anything. Okay, so everybody's mom and mother-in-law, and all right.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
How did I not know that you guys, that, I don't like this. I just don't pay attention. All right. How funny is that?
All right then.
No.
How far along are you?
8 weeks. So I'm not like to announce it yet, but
Okay,
like I'm
okay.
not that far. Yeah.
So in 4 weeks, when you go in for like the 12-week scan, have them do a full side scan of that baby. A full side. So they're going to get that baby's head and the legs and everything. Get a full picture of it.
Okay.
And you'll be able to see that it's a girl at 12 weeks.
Okay.
Because when you get that picture, girls have a bigger protrusion on the forehead.
Okay.
Always. Boop, this sticks out. And their crotch, with boys, it points up. With girls, it points down. And it's very prominent. It's usually quite much longer. So they're like, oh, it's a boy. And it's not. It's a girl. So you'll see that in the photos. But that's so good. That's congratulations. It's awesome. She's just like sitting there, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. She didn't even hold it in. You could have kept that a secret. That's hilarious.
She's a black.
Oh, that was fabulous. Oh my God.
Like so excited you can't stand it.
If Mary and I didn't know.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's why I was
There's nobody in my family pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, my
Great.
bridesmaid.
That's
I love it,
fantastic.
yep.
All right. Okay. Well, that's awesome. That was a good start. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Now we gotta follow that with another reading.
Okay, nobody can. Nobody.
No, that was a double whammy. Okay. So I'm going to read for you next. Yes. So your guides actually show you walking out on a pier, and the pier it almost looks like you're walking the plank. It's a very narrow pier. There's not much room for turning or anything except balancing forward. Now the thing about a pier is that it's attached to your beach. So you have an opportunity right now to be able to see what life would be like with something else without actually changing your life. So for instance, instead of having to go, I'm definitely doing it and I'm quitting this and I'm moving forward, you are being given an opportunity, and it's rare. I really don't see this a lot, but you're being given that chance to keep your solid ground, experience and see it, and then go, I don't know, I'm not sure. So use it, accept that blessing, and take your time with it too. You can sit there on the pier, you can kick your feet, you can do all sorts of stuff. It's not a rush, at least right now. I don't see any boats on your beach, which also says that there isn't really an opportunity right now for you to go out on the water anyway. So it's kind of enjoy what you have going on that's solid and hard grounded. Take a peek at what's going to happen, and then if it is something that you start sending up, like I want to make these changes, I want to do this, those boats will start to appear. Okay. When I'm reading people, I swallow a lot of air, so I burp the whole time. It's pretty awesome. That's super fabulous. Okay. So you're also barefoot, and you have on this long pink skirt and a top of some kind with a pink shirt over it. But the skirt and the shirt over it are such a light, almost transparent, you could see through it. And nobody ever shows up naked, just so we're clear on that. Everybody's just a ball of light, not naked. I know you're naked if you're a ball of light, put it that way. But you're barefoot and you're carrying these two little slippers in your right hand, and you are walking this dock. So the fact that you're barefoot also says that nobody's telling you what to do right now, meaning everything that you decide, you really want to consider the outcome, because it'll all be because of you, good or bad. You really want to think, if I move forward with this, am I going to be okay? Am I going to regret in one way or another? And it's sometimes nice to have that person that says, oh, don't wear your hair like that, or don't wear those jeans. It's sometimes nice to have someone there to play that devil's advocate as to what they think, but you're not going to get any of that. It'll be like, oh, you know what, you'll be fine. You can make it happen. You're good with this. Well, no, that's not what I want to know. I know what I want, advice. Nobody's going to give it to you. So this also shows free will decision, which means it will change your course and your path. Something like moving from here to Florida. Something like really uprooting what you're comfortable with and then moving forward with that direction. So it is a life-changing decision. And they're usually positive and good. And so the shoes it's fabulous that you're carrying them. See, this is the thing. When a person is wearing shoes, it tells me that it shows that person's being held back, or they perceive that they're being held back. However, you're carrying them. So at some point recently, and the pink represents major spiritual growth and healing on a spiritual level. And so as you're walking, you have taken these slippers off. Now you're taking this risky walk down this plank to see what life could be like in this part. And you're carrying. That's the only thing, is you're holding them just in case. Just in case you want to put them back on. I'm going to tell you, don't put them back on. I want to see you walk out there and go, boom, and throw them into the water, and then never think of putting those pink ballet slippers on again. That's what they look like. They look like they actually slip on and then tie around your ankles, which means you're probably about to break a really bad habit or a bad comfort that you have just become. Because sometimes things are just comfortable, they're just bad for us. We could be like, suck it in all day long because they're our favorite jeans, but they're the worst for us, so you have no circulation, okay? Your hair is down, you're not wearing any makeup. It also represents high spiritual input, and to trust that input. You might find yourself wrestling, and if you are on the side of going, well, I don't want to do that because that's going to be really hard, you probably know that you're listening to your guides and they're going, you probably should do this, or you have to do this, or, this is best, but I don't want to. then you know you're arguing with your guides, and you can probably trust them. And it's usually good. If it's bad advice, like, no, really, go in the dark alley and get the candy from that van. It says candy. Why don't you just go do it? Like, I don't want to. That you just, like, you agree. Like, you don't do it. Those are bad angels that are trying to direct you the wrong way. So from what I can see, there is a lot of change coming your way. It's all positive change. And it feels like you finally have come into your own confidence in being able to make your own choices and decisions. And so you don't have that bounce. You can't bounce off of someone. You have to go, oh, that's right, just stick me in a round room and let it ricochet, that kind of thing. It's good. It's definitely good. It can be scary. It can be scary. And as narrow as that plank is, you have to maintain your balance. So as you're walking out there, you're like, okay, you're having to really consider each step that you make. Yeah. I love watching people, when I'm right there. I'm right behind you on that plank. So depending on where a person is, I'm walking out with you guys. It's pretty awesome. Okay. All right, I'm going to grab you because you're like, hey, Rebecca, we Okay. So for you, when I get your energy, I feel like I'm in the principal's office. I don't know why. I feel I'm coming to the principal's office. You know that when you're like down like this and you're like looking up at the teacher and you're waiting to get in trouble in the sentence? That's how I feel. And so this tells me that you're a policy procedure type of person. You're really good at office management and HR direction and leading, not managing. Let's say, but you are a really, really great manager because you are a policy procedure person. And you may have been told you've never been good at it. Okay? So don't listen to what people say because I'm seeing what they're showing me. So if you've been told something or if people make you feel a certain way, you may think, oh, I could never do that. But you could. Like I could stick you in an office, a messy office and say, you need to figure out in 5 minutes how to make this work logistically because we have a whole bunch of stuff to happen. And you would actually fall in line to be able to get it done and delegate where things need to go. And so this is important, I think, for you to understand so that you don't turn something down that's coming your way where this might be something you have to do. I don't see you, let me put it this way, even if I take you from this leadership position they're showing you in when it comes to directing and running an office, let's say, even if I take you from below and take you up here and put you below, what you immediately did was you kind of looked around and then you were like, and you start like shoving people up, like you start pushing people higher. And so that, to me, the way that they present that was I think it's a stronger leadership aspect of your personality than you realize you're capable of. Because you're looking at it going, well, hell, these people are about to fall on me. So you start shoving them up. And that leaders lead from behind, they lead from the bottom, they lead from a different perspective. Because if you're in front going, come on, everybody, let's go. People are like, why are we following them? But if you're in the back, that's where the pack leader always stays. So they know how to round up the weak and those that are falling behind. So don't ever think that just because you're in the back or at the bottom, your guides are punching me with this over and over. So this is super important because they just keep saying she follows the rules. She's a policy person. And part of it is because you've never been a rule follower. Part of it is because you've been a little defiant, and it looks like because you felt like you were in competition with someone for a long time. Like you were either competing for something or really needing something from someone and not getting it. And it doesn't look like it was an actual part of your personality. I know they're giving me too much in 3 minutes. I know. I would never make you a principal. I wouldn't do that. But I want to put you in someplace where you have to lead. Where you have, and part of it is your compassion level. It's the compassion. I'm listening to them telling me something really quickly. Okay. You have so much going. You have like several people that are they're not here they're on a heavenly realm, and it sounds like two women and a man arguing. Well, they're not arguing. They're discussing something, like at a Christmas, like at a family Christmas kind of a thing, where they're arguing. But it's family. It's not like a vicious argument. And the one woman, I can tell from her vibration that she's much shorter. I'm 5'7", so I would put her about here, maybe 5'5". The other woman's a little bit taller than her. I think they both shrank. I don't think they were this short in life. I think they would have been taller than, at least taller. I'm also being told, the guy is telling them to tell me, to tell you to take a break. Take a break, hit the break, take a break. Just tell her to take a break. Just tell her to hit the break. Just take. So, okay. And I think the reason he's telling you that is because we are, I don't know where we're at on the moon cycle right now. We just had a new moon, I think, on the 2nd. It's about 2 weeks. After that, we'll have a full moon. And don't pull it away. Give it back to me quickly. I'm not done. And so when we're going through those 2 weeks, it almost feels like the break that he's talking about is getting you to a stop, to a limbo position, where you might feel like, okay, nothing is moving forward. What goes on? What's happening next? Where do I go with this next? And you may have felt like this for a while. I don't know if it's already begun or if it's just about to start. But take advantage of that feeling that you are tying up loose ends, and because it feels like the change will be coming. I want to say that that cycle will start for you coming within February, and I would consider this being a change that will be work-related for you, that there will be a learning curve to it. You may find yourself going back and taking classes for something, or that the employer would be saying, we need you to learn this, or become certified, or whatever that task might be. But it feels like part of that is then having to explain to family or to kind of smooth things out with people around you and saying like, okay, I'm going to be doing this now, and my time will be here. And it almost feels like you're trying to make everybody else be comfortable with your life. Nah, I can't say no to that more than I am right now. Anybody who's listening, don't try to make people comfortable with your life. If they love you, they're going to be comfortable with whatever it is you choose. But that goes back to the wraparound really quickly, just tie up, is you want someone to tell you you're doing a good job. And it's one person in particular.
You're doing a good job.
You are. You gotta look in the mirror.
Do this.
You gotta look in the mirror and say, I'm doing a good job. You know what? Give yourself a hug and show yourself the compassion that you give to other people. Because there's just so much that goes on there that, give yourself that same compassion. Even if you have to look in the mirror and go, you're doing it, girl, damn it, you're doing it. And then hug yourself or something, you know?
Hug a tree.
Do it.
Hug a tree.
Go hug a tree, hug yourself, close your eyes and do it. But yeah, so if you find that a position with leadership skills and management, maybe it's HR, people skills comes up, take it, do it. Don't be a principal though, because I think you'd be scary.
My kids say the same thing. So.
I think you'd be scary. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So I was going to read you next, but I'm going to actually take you. I think you're too close to her. Your energy will step in front of her.
I told you.
No, it's okay. It's just it's her energy. Yours will step in front of hers. Yeah. All right. Can you just say hello for me real quick?
Hello.
I love that. That's a great hello. That is not that yours wasn't a good hello, but it was a hello. When are we going to drink? Where are we going? So it's not even that. It is a hello of and the part of that hello, the reverberation of the little girl inside you still is there, like it came out. She came out with that hello. So I would expect the seriousness of this part here, and then that little girl will find her way out somewhere over here, and that's when the laughter and the craziness part, that just letting go, not as bad, that part of you comes out that's just more uninhibited, and it's important. So yeah, it's funny too, because as I'm watching this, you're the type of person who will actually talk to a caller when they're like, yeah, I have a warranty, I want you to buy one. You're like, oh, really? That's right. Where do I meet you? All right, yeah. I need 4 of those because I have 4 cars. That's funny. I can totally see that.
It's a 72 vet. And they're like, what? It's a Chevette.
It's a Chevette. It's hysterical. You did not lie. You did not lie. So, okay, a disclaimer, she had mentioned earlier her necklace, so I've opened to Grandma coming through. But before that, I'm supposed to be telling you about a soulmate coming through. There's something about a soulmate, not passed over, someone here on this plane. And it looks like the kind of relationship that it's as if they were to say, well, we would love to remove this, but we can't, because every blood vessel is wrapped completely around it and they've grown together. So that's kind of how they're showing this, as a person around you that your souls or your energies would be very intertwined. And it's the kind of relationship that when you're old and gray, it's like the Notebook kind of a thing, where the connections are so strong. And I'm being told to acknowledge that to you, because it will also help you to also grasp any questions in your mind ever having been, if that makes sense, as far as what am I doing? Is this it? Should I, I think everybody questions once in a while. Am I supposed to deal with this for the rest of my life? Yes. And it's a confirmation that it's not something that you'll ever be able to walk away from. No matter what, it would always keep you bound by the feeling of responsibility or care. And the way they show it again is just something with blood vessels just wrapped all around it. So you also have a young man that's coming through too around you. And he feels like he would be, so this is your family, this would be external family. So I'm thinking this may be like cousin or someone on the, so it's not your immediate family or your siblings would be here and parents. This would be like aunts and uncles, and he comes through, and I'm thinking he might be like 15 or 16 at the age of passing, but it also looks like it would have been a long time ago, maybe 60s or 70s, and he's in a bathing suit. So maybe find out if you have an older cousin or somebody who would have passed when he was about that age, and it may have been a water accident, and he's pulling on me, so I gotta put my glasses on. Because then they do that, my eyes start to close. And there's a K around him. So I don't know if it's a strong Rick or Ken or Keith. So there's a strong K sound around him that I'm supposed to acknowledge. And as far as Grandma goes, I just am supposed to tell you my toes are cold. Okay, so her toes, the way that they present it to me, her toes look like the toes of the lady on Titanic, painted and taken care of and perfect. And she's saying my toes are cold. So she also smells like a mixture. I have to get past the apple pie. It smells so delicious. She smells like a mixture of aspartame or aspartame and licorice. I know that sounds really weird, but she's like, it smells like anise. Anise, is it anise?
Yep. I don't know if it's anise or
She smells like that, and then Vicks or aspartame. green. I call it aspartame.
I'm sitting there going, I don't know what aspartame's
She's like, let me go smell that. Oh, that would have been a bad idea. That's really acidic stuff. Okay. Okay, but she is also, it sounded like she says, it sounded like she said Johnny, or John or Johnny or something. And then she is sitting in her house. She's sitting with a window, and then she goes, and he's here. Or this, she goes like this, and he's here. And he's taller than her, and I thought she said Johnny, like, and Johnny's here. And so he's got his hand here, and she goes like this. So she's with someone as well in a heavenly plane. I thought she said Johnny. Not Ronnie. Sounds like a John or Johnny. She's also sitting, and she's got a blanket down across up to about her calves, and then her feet are sticking out. So she's trying to explain that. It probably would have been more in life, but she's trying to confirm for you. She's very funny. She's asking someone for something to drink. Like, I can hear her asking for tea or something, and she's asking them to bring it to her. Now, we all have our own heavenly home. God has a room for every single one of us, and it's how we want it to be, how we look at it, and what our personal heaven would be. And hers, I think she must have waited on people a lot in life, and now she has people waiting on her. So this maybe if you don't know who John or Jonathan or whatever, maybe he is someone helping her on an angelic side or on that level. And then someone else is getting her something to drink. And that's part of her heaven, is to just sit back. And it's like a big window next to her that she's just sitting there looking out, like breezy and waterfront. It's very cool. That's very cool. I like that. I think she would talk all day if I let her.
Oh, for sure.
Because I'm trying to walk away and she's still talking about everything. Yeah. I think I'm going to walk away and she's going to keep talking. We'll just leave her there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Grandma.
Thanks for coming.
It's time, girl. It's time.
Just leave her. All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
Do you know who Johnny is?
No?
He's tall.
Oh, crap.
Long
time care. Long-term care. How we know that?
She's got a cabana boy.
Yeah.
She could be a cabana boy.
Yeah, because she used to kid about that because they went to Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that maybe that's part of her heaven, is her own cabana boy.
I want to know. Right.
That's funny. That's funny. All right. Okay. Are we on time? Am I good on time? I'm reading everybody equally for the investigation to start. Okay, good. 5:55. Holy cow! Okay, this is a TikTok thing. 5:55 for everybody watching on TikTok. The last 3 days, I put out stuff on TikTok about 555. I was just told, put it out there. Someone needs to hear it. So I put that out there. And then I was doing a gallery last night, and I go, what time is it? It's 5:55. Boom. Okay. And then what the heck owns?
I'm a number girl.
It's awesome. I love that number, and it's happening. Okay. So I'm going to read for you next. All right. So let me take it. Just say hello for me real quick.
Hello.
Okay. I just saw so much. I just saw so much. And if I was a stranger knocking on your front door, you would let me in and feed me. I'm just going to put it that way. You'd be like, are you hungry? Do you need cookies? I have cookies. Come on in. And that's exactly, when you said hello, it was just, I felt like I was completely invited into your energy, and you're going to feed me and take care of me and call me George. And I just aged myself. Yeah. I was like, why did I eat George? Come I'm gonna stroke you and love you. But I never got it. And if I say something like that around a younger group, that's because I'm figuring we're all about my age here, maybe a little bit younger. 48.
44. Yeah, older.
We're probably the
Okay, so
oldest.
I'm in good company then.
Yep.
I'm in good company. Everybody
Not
knows the
saying.
cartoon I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Alright, I'll enjoy. Yeah. Okay, that's how I felt when I said hello. I felt like I could come in and you were gonna call me George. And so, there was that. And then the next thing that I'm supposed to tell you is to, when at the same, there's a culmination. So spiritual things affect us mentally, and that trickles down and affects us physically. So whatever has happened here is now here. So when spirit gives me information, health related, it is to help a person so that they can fix it or change certain things and repair that. And so the first thing they're doing is immediately showing me stomach. And they're showing that you are a compactor. And you push it right about to here, and you don't think about it or worry about it. You don't share anything about it. You don't express it. You just swallow it, and then it sits like a big lump on a log right here. And that you don't want to do. You want to debrief yourself. You want to open up and talk to spirit about, not that you don't do it, but you want to kind of go, okay, this has been on my mind, and this is hurting, and I want to let this go. Because I'm feeling all of a sudden right at the top of my stomach, almost like high acid. It's like a pain there. So you want to make sure that you're debriefing yourself. And at night, making sure that when you go to bed, you go, okay, this happened today, and I'm going to let this go, and I'm not going to worry about this, because you don't want it to then physically cause ulcers or IBS and other things as you compact more and more down. So if you've been having any kind of digestive issues or stomach problems or sensitivities, start throwing, not literally, but start throwing all of that up. And you'll start to feel, it'll start to bring relief, and it'll make you feel better. Because looking at your stomach, I don't see any damage right now. A lot of it looks like it's like a pseudo issue. But looking at your stomach, if you continue to swallow your pains, you may end up with ulcers or some form of colitis or something digestive that goes deeper into your intestines. I just don't see it right now. You do have your stomach, if you eat like corn, or if you eat things that are super grainy or difficult to digest, like apple, pear, I recently found out, apple peels are one of them. So just things you think are innocent and delicious to eat. If you experience discomfort after that, start weaning yourself back off of those things, because it almost looks like you have a bit of an intolerance to certain kind of grains, and not a gluten so much, because corn is not a gluten-y grain, but things that are more difficult to digest. So make sure you're using your chompers and you are chewing everything up the best that you can, which is super gross if you've ever done that. It's horrible. We just usually swallow foods like chomp, chomp, swallow. But when you really chew your food, you're like, you're ready to spit it out, it's gross. But it will help. And it will also, drink some more water. It will help with your circulation and anything within your leg area that if you've been experiencing any kind of tingling or swelling in your leg, it will help decrease that. So overall health looks good. Now, you have a gentleman that's coming through that I was listening to him, and he goes, yeah, she's not joining me. She's not joining me. So, and that was right on the tail of keep your legs up, drink your water, keep your blood pressure down, take care of yourself in that effect. He's telling you you're not joining him. And he's in a really big chair. I don't know if it's a wheelchair, but it's a really big chair. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it's something, if I was to times that by 5, he's got a huge, beautiful chair. Like that blow-up one you find at Myers that you can sit in, that's huge. Or the Menards one, it's the lawn chair, like the little couple. Okay, he's in one of those. And he's super happy, and he's kicking his legs. And he looks really healthy. Now this gentleman, he wants me to acknowledge what would be arterial issues and most likely some form of heart problem that would have. Did my dinger go off already? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I know. So, but he wants me to acknowledge arterial health, possibly high cholesterol or arterial sclerosis. Sclerosis.
Stenosis.
Same thing, right? It's all the same thing. Okay, yeah. Hardening of the arteries?
Yes.
Okay. Stenosis. Okay. And then the cholesterol, which is, I think, arterial sclerosis. Yes. Where the cholesterol. You know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, everybody knows. Y'all are just going to give me the right words and confirm that for me. So hardening is stenosis and chata. All right, over here. And so it all looks like it would have kind of backed up into the heart, like a sewer or something. So then it would have adversely affected the heart, which may not have always had issue, but there's that. And then he's got facial hair. He wants me to show, like, he's right now showing like a full beard. He looks like Wolfman Jack. He's got like a full beard and mustache, and he's really happy. He looks super healthy. Super healthy. That's awesome. And he's seriously in this huge chair like this. like kicking his legs. And he just looks really happy. Maybe that was the point of showing you that. Okay. All right. You're pregnant. Did we discuss that? Okay. Let's take a peek. Let's see what's going on with you, and then we'll see what the baby is doing. All right. That's exciting. It's like the size of a bean right now.
Oh. A raspberry, actually, should have said.
Those books are addicting, aren't they? Oh gosh. Okay. Who's your doctor?
Dr. Turek.
The best doctor in the freaking world. Tell him that Rebecca Foster said hello, because he's the bomb. He was my doctor. He lived in Wisconsin, and he was traveling back and forth to work.
Oh wow!
I know, he was freaking amazing. He was such a great doctor. I loved him so much.
Yes, he delivered all 3 of mine.
Is he not fantastic?
I didn't know him.
Oh, I loved him. He was just hilarious, and things he used to say. He started telling me, tell him to sing you the beginning of South Park's Kenny's version. Because he sang it to me in the office one day. Okay. He's like, have you ever listened? We were talking about South Park, and he goes, do you know what Kenny says in the beginning? I'm like, no. And he goes, this is what he says. And I'm like, and the nurse is like, well, you asked. And I was like, okay, this is a hilarious doctor. I can't even believe he just said all that. But now I know what Kenny says. I'm going to share it with the kids, but I didn't.
There you go.
I may have, actually, at the time. I may have. But ask him what Kenny says at the beginning of South Park.
Okay.
That's freaking hilarious. Be forewarned. Okay. Forewarned. Kenny's dirty. Okay, so, all right. Now, okay, the first thing that they actually show you is you're on your beach and you are, it almost looks like you're attempting to walk into the water. So you're barefoot, you have your pants rolled up under your knees so they don't get wet, which is forethought preparation. This is great. You want that. Barefoot, nothing's holding you back. It's time to move forward and really make changes. However, there is no boat. There is no boat. So in your soul is going, this is coming. We're going to do this. We're about to do this. And you're physically picking up on those. So like subconsciously going, okay, we're going to do this. This is coming up. I don't know what this is yet. And your soul's like, I can't tell you just yet. So you pick up on this progress and this change that's about to happen. And what we sometimes will do is like, I'm going for it. And that's what they're saying is you seem like you're just going to walk in the water. Do not walk in the water. Even if you feel like you are prepared, right now is not the time. A lot of times too, the water will represent big things that we deal with every day, such as work relationship and transition there, or possible relationship, personal relationship things. So I know I just keep burping over and over again, but I can't help it. So you take from behind you, you go 1, 2, and then I'm like, halt! And as you're about to take your 3rd step. So you might just almost ankle deep. You don't want to go any further. It's beautiful, crystal clear water, but what I suggest is that you're going to start to see all of these things kind of falling into your place. Like, hey, this is so weird. They were saying this about work, and all of a sudden this cropped up, and this doorway is presenting. And so little by little, all of those ingredients are going to be handed to you to make that change. And you're going to be so ready. You're super prepared. I mean, you're brake torquing right now. And as soon as that boat shows up, and I almost feel like it's out, but it's anchored. It's not yet being given to you, which means it's him holding it. He's saying it's not time. If I give it to you right now, it's everything else can't fall into place because the person that needs to be there isn't yet done their part to be there. So you're waiting on other people to make up their minds to do things. Once they do that, then these doors and everything will start to fall in place, which means you're probably going to see someone very unbeknownst up and leave at work. And just like, I'm leaving, or I can't deal with this anymore, la la la, whatever their case might be, that their whole thing is them leaving in order for other things to shift where work is concerned, and you go for it. I mean, you be ready, go for it. Now, I'm watching you do this because I'm thinking, golly gee, like she's pregnant doing this, because I know you're pregnant, but I'm asking how pregnant, so I can get a kind of a time frame. And you're 8 weeks now, that puts you at 2 months. I would think, where are we at? So February, March, April. I think that this whole transition that I'm seeing with work is going to happen by May. And you're going to be thinking, should I do this or shouldn't I? Because I'm so pregnant and I don't know if I should, because there's a lot to then take over and redo. And if the boat is given to you, girl, you do it, okay? Because God doesn't just throw you something you can't have. You just figure it out in management and manage it. And I think that the people around you wouldn't even pitch the idea to you anyway if it were something that they didn't think you could handle or want to deal with anyway. So the baby. Okay. So there's also, when children are right before they're born, they're in a place that's called the chutes. And so the chutes is like a giant slide. The closer they are to the slide, the closer they are to being born. But this little girl is sitting on a grandpa's lap. And he is, I'm wondering if you can think back to about previous people in the family too. Because I don't know, it's almost like I'm supposed to say Clementine or Clem or something, Clement. Something like that. And I'm not sure if it's a grandmother's name or what, but I feel like you're getting a little girl that is several centuries back in your family. So someone's coming back to you guys. Oh, I just got the chills. I just shaved my eye. He'll as he talks to her, he goes just like that. And then he talks some more, and then and it's down here where he's clearing that, so he's trying to acknowledge who he is. And he, I just want to listen to what they're talking about. You are going to have a little boy after her. And she's asking if she can bring him down. I just got the chills again.
Oh, she's like, there's twins on both sides.
So I just got the chills again. I got full wave. So So she is talking to him about bringing him down. So if he doesn't come with her, he's coming very quickly after her.
That worked. Hey, maybe I was right. I said boy, she said girl. Maybe we got twins.
Maybe you got twins. Well, you're intuitive too, so I would have put it past that. She's asking him though if, on top of that, there's something else. They're talking so quietly, and I want to hear, and it has to do with him. She wants. It has to do with horses. It has to do with horses. And it almost sounds like and that's why I'm trying to figure out the context of who they were and why she would be asking if this time she can train the horse. Can I train the horse this time? So I think the whole aspect is you have a huge bundle of non-listening going on right in there. And that's okay, because it means she's an old soul who is going to come down, and you're going to see right away that she is independent, and let stand back and observe, make sure she doesn't do something stupid, but let her be independent and do her thing. I too think that if you feed that'll be something she remembers and can actually vocalize to about the age of 3 or 4. So if if you show her pictures of Grandpa, she'll know, oh, that's Grandpa, and we talked and everything else. So she'll recognize him and vocalize it. I would videotape when you do that, because at maybe 4 or 5, she'll start to forget those little things as the veil closes. But if you can keep it going and remind her of that later, she might be able to remember that memory, which is super cool. All right, I know I gotta go, but I'm just trying to listen to their conversations, so I'm super nosy. Yep, that's funny, because as I said that, he goes, Grandpa turns around and goes, "You've always been nosy," which is very true, because that was my nickname growing up. I was always back to beat. So that's funny. That's really funny. They know each other. It's so crazy how they know. She's good luck. Good luck. Yeah. She's already got a plan. Like, she's planning everything. She's planning it and everything. So that's really cool. That's very cool. All right, I love that. Okay. I know. I have to miss it. We still have somebody else's. Whose mom is up here still sitting? Who's somebody in the chair? Was it you? Whose mom over here? I don't remember. I left her in the chair. Was it your grandma? It was your grandma.
Probably. She's still.
We got her. We've got your child and grandpa here, and then I'm supposed to say something about lime too. Something about lime. I don't know why. Lime. So remember weird things. Just remember them, because they could be signposts as to what they're even talking about right now. Interesting. I know this is y'all's party and everything, but I have to tell you something, Dan. Do you mind if I give you a message really quickly? You have a pathway coming up that is going to be a teaching pathway, and it's going to be on your terms, and it's going to be almost a blank page handed to you, and you write the script, and you are going to be teaching, and people that are going to be learning from you are going to be open on every level. And as far as coming to you, it'll be because of the way that you put out your acceptance, not tolerance. And it feels as if it starts small and it gets really big. Because you could take it from like a table like this to it growing to something much bigger, to like an auditorium. So, I just got the chills. So if that, I get the chills. I love that. My guys are like, chill, yes. So if you get the opportunity, hey, Dan, we were wondering if you would do this, and this is a small group, but will you talk to them? Yes, I will. Because it's not like you're going to be preaching or pastoring, if that's the right word. You're not going to be ministering, I think. In the sense of the idea, you're going to be educating and leading, and then it turns into you ministering without them understanding that that's what you're doing, which grows that. So take that opportunity, because it feels like something else ends or clocks off, like it's just like God is like, you're going to stop this now. This is no longer a path. From here on out, it is going to be this focus. So you may feel like you have an ending of a junction, and it's like, holy cow, what do I do now? Just look forward, don't look back, because he's going to throw you into this whole other aspect of ministry, which is pretty awesome. A lot of colors around it too. Lots of colors around it. Just really beautiful really beautiful colors. It's pretty awesome. And it's funny too, because as you stop and you kind of go like this, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, huh, okay. And then you just walk forward as if, all right, I'm gonna go do something with this. It's weird. It's like watching you just do it. And
So is that taken away from Barnum then?
A little bit. A little bit. I think in the beginning you can do both until this personally grows for you. Then you may have to get some other person in to help, like a lay minister or somebody to help you on certain times. I think the importance of the project and what it means for your purpose and calling is where you're going. I think the purpose aspect is what's going to be so inviting and calling to your soul. It's pretty cool. I love that. All right, all done over here. Let's read you next. All right, she's like, finally.
I just want the heat.
You know, for a while there, I don't know who I was reading for. I was like, is that a hot flash or the coming of the Lord? Because I got so hot.
That would be me. You were me, yeah, because I'm like,
wow, I just all of a sudden I was burning up.
do you feel the heat on my hands?
Yeah.
Okay. When I'm done reading, you go stand over here right by the little heater. You can just lean up against that. And then we'll just give you all that.
This is nice and warm. Is that heated? Oh, it's just.
It's me. Wow. All right.
Half of us girls should be.
Yeah.
So let's grab you. Let's throw you down on your beach, because that's what I do. I pick people up, I drop them. All right. Let's ask your guides. Someplace different. Where can you take her? Inform her. Okay. All right. You're very focused. You're a very focused person. You're very driven and focused. As I put you down, you land on the dune way above the beach area, and you are in the sand walking in front of me. And you are focused. You're not looking up. You're not distracted by anything when you set your mind to something. You obviously see it straight to the point. You know, you don't waver or sit down anywhere. You focus. So behind us is the field. So the field is where people who've passed over will come through. And what they're showing me is, as behind us, as you're trudging on, somebody's calling your name. And you are like this. Huh. Huh. And you keep walking. So what this is saying is that you may have someone who's been trying to communicate with you or reach out to you, and you might be blowing it off as a coincidence or just like, nah. But someone is definitely trying to read, and it's like someone like throwing candy at you in a movie theater, like, hello, and you're like, did she just throw candy? No? Okay. All right. And you're feeling it, you know someone's doing it, but you're like, I don't even care. So pay attention to pennies, feathers, and dimes. I can't stress it enough. If you find them, my shoes are full of money. All of my shoes have money for the very reason. You find it, you pick it up, you say thank you, and you throw it in your shoe. An M name comes through. It's an M. I don't know if it's just, I'm supposed to say M. So they're specifying it with a Melissa or Millie, something with an M, not an N. And they smell like a Twizzler, like a cherry Twizzler, strawberry Twizzler. That taste, that's what they smell like. And I also hear, what is that music? It's like a fast jazz or something that somebody wants me to acknowledge. It's as if I was listening to a good jazz band. Interesting. But they're behind me. They're not coming forward. They're trying to get your attention. M initial. And you keep on walking. Okay, so let me flick you a little faster because you just keep walking in the same place, which is also very symbolic that you are very focused, but you may be feeling like you're not getting anywhere. That everything around you is just the same humdrum. Everything is the same all the time. and you wake up and it's Groundhog Day again and again and again and again and again. So you're like, I am walking my butt off and I am doing everything I can, but I'm always standing right here. So when is this all going to change? So you walked past the forest, you kept going, you trudged a little, you walked past the tree, you are walking towards the house and the garden, which are you specifically. You are those things. The thing is that you're focusing on the ground. You're not looking around at all of these things around you. And I'm watching that and I'm thinking, okay, it's not that you have nothing in your hands. You've got nothing really going on other than walking in front of me. And you're not addressing any of these other aspects. So there's a kind of an element of fear happening here. And that's where I'm trying to talk to your spirit. So right now what I'm doing is throwing things at you. Figure out what is going on in your soul that is preventing you from paying attention to all these things that have to be done. And it may just be that you have too much on your plate, that anything more and you're going to probably be like banging your head up against the wall. And so you stay very focused on what's right in front of you, because anything else, if it doesn't go as planned, it might throw you into a tizzy. You might be like, okay, be quiet. And it's not that you are a control freak. It is that anything that shifts off of what you're expecting can throw you off. So what you may want to consider is you have an attention issue. So you may have ADHD, you may have something like that where when you're focused, it takes everything you can to, I gotta get this done. And the way you were walking and the way you're focusing, and then any distraction, be it a kid playing too loud or something, that can be super annoying. Not because you hate children or you hate noise, it's because you're focused right now on this, so that is a distraction to me. And it may be that you're watching a show and you're just trying to get the last 5 minutes in, and then everybody's talking, it's not that it's pushing you over, it's that you've got a whole bunch of things to do. You are a jack of all trades who has a million things always lined up, and it's not that it has to go as planned. It has to go it's not like that. But any nuances and anything thrown in that you're not expecting can throw you off kilter, I think is the best way to put it. And so you may want to consider the fact that planning really well, just saying, okay, I have this from 1 to 3. I'm going to give myself a half an hour to breathe. You obviously need to give yourself a break. You're too hard on yourself, and you give yourself too many expectations, and then you beat yourself up for not being able to accomplish all of them. And so what you need to say is the same thing. You need to give yourself a hug and let yourself off the hook. You really do, because life is too stressful as it is to put such a weight on yourself of having to do. And then you go to bed going, okay, tomorrow I've got to do this and this and this and this, and I can't forget that because then I'm going to blah, blah, blah. No, you know what? Have a list of this is what I've got to do tomorrow, so I don't have to think about it tonight. I'm going to write it all down. And then you're going to go to bed and go, oh, I forgot to write that down. It's because I really do think that you have some form of attention issue going on, and you probably have never had someone look at you and go, oh, well, this is what's wrong.
Yeah, I do.
You do. You have someone who's brought it up to you?
I have ADHD really bad.
Oh, okay. There we go. The thing about it is you know it, so give yourself a break. Allow yourself, when you schedule your day, don't do anything without a calendar. Put it on the calendar. I am drinking my coffee from 8 to 9. I am writing bills from 9 to 10. I'm going grocery shopping from 10 to 12. I am going to eat lunch from 12 to 2, and nobody's going to bother me. Give yourself a schedule to follow that is reasonable and within an ability to accomplish it. And then you can stop beating yourself up for thinking that you're inadequate or that you can't finish because, and that's what we do. We think, I can't do it, so I must not be good enough to finish this or whatever. No, it's not the case. Girl, I think you do a heck of a lot more. The thing about it is really important here, really, really quickly, is you got someone back here who's trying to get your attention. You're not paying attention because that wasn't in the schedule for the day. You weren't counting on that, okay? you've got this forest that is super important to who you are, and it is shedding off all of the old and getting rid of all the garbage and transforming into who you're meant to be. But you're like, I can't do that. I can't focus enough on what I got to do to be able to do that too. And you're going to your safety of your house and your beach. So give yourself a break. Just give yourself a break. So important. Your guides are beating me up to beat you up about it. Okay, tell them to give yourself a break. And talk to them too. Your garden, everybody has a garden, and so what it is the garden represents a place where God plants everything for us, and He plants flowers and all the things that we need, so that when we feel like I can't do this anymore, I am losing my mind, and I don't have the strength to do this anymore, that's when we are able to go pull from the garden and pull everything you need. I don't care if you need half of a garden. You take what you need, and He'll go back and He'll plant it for you. And if you ever are thinking, oh my God, I am freaking losing my mind right now, I can't do this anymore, I just want to go kick a puppy or whatever, not that you would kick a puppy, but okay.
I'll kick a kid before I kick a puppy.
Okay. I'm just saying the extremity of the feelings that sometimes we get. And you just tell them, I'm going to go pull from the garden, and visualize going to that garden. And maybe you've got sunflowers and you're pulling huge sunflowers or little tiny, whatever you feel like you need for that moment. Take what you need, put them in your purse or your pocket or wear them, and just say thanks and breathe. And it'll distract you for a moment from what's going on and help you to just calm down and to realign what your purpose was in that moment. And you may go, what was I just doing? Why did I even come in this room again? Oh, thanks. Yeah. Just ask your guides for help. Very important. And there's a reason for that. Definite reason for that.
That's good to know. Definitely helps.
I feel like, not to interrupt you, but when we were putting this group together, she wasn't originally on the group thing. We had a cancellation.
Okay.
For 2 days, I felt get a hold of Tamika.
Really?
Tamika needs to be there.
Interesting.
And then she didn't answer right away. She wasn't for sure.
She's
so
like, you're not
and then I
looking for
kept-
the day.
You're not on my calendar.
So she says that from now on, you're not on her calendar, so you got to wait.
Yeah, I had to get on the calendar.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, it drives me crazy.
That's good though. It's you already know. So now you have a little clarification. Upstairs knows too. You're not alone in that. Because how the hell would I know that?
Right.
Exactly.
I'm like a chicken with my head cut.
Well, understanding that that's the way you feel a lot of times is how you feel. It's not that you are this way. You feel this way. So I feel like a chicken. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Not I am losing my mind. It's always I feel. Because if you identify something as I am this way, it's so much harder to try to figure out how to change it. But if you go, I feel this way, we know that we can feel differently in 5 minutes. So being able to change that, you're identifying, I feel totally crappy, I feel sad, I feel this. Not I am this, I am. So you like, I feel this. So then you can go, I'm going to work with this right now. I'm going to glass of wine it, Netflix, ice cream, whatever. And I'm going to feel myself through those things. And then I'm going to feel better. So it just helps you to not acquire an identification. So you have ADHD, you're not that. You're a habit. It makes you feel like you're spastic. It makes you feel like you're running around all the time, not focused. But then by doing that, you're able to say, okay, I want to feel differently. So today I want to feel like I am actually accomplishing something. I want to feel like I just did something really well. And I don't care if you paint and splatter paint all over and go, I freaking did that, I love it. Or if you sat down and killed yourself to make a straight line over something. It's however you feel to do it. Feelings are so much better. Don't ever say I am. Okay. I'm going to read you next. Okay. So and the reason I snatched you up was because I didn't want to lose this, because you're the first person out on the water. So, I know. But the really cool thing is this. I saw you in your boat. People are normally in their boat alone. It's usually just big enough for you, and it represents that movement from what you're comfortable with and what you've been doing to something completely different. So at some point, you would have had an alteration, like I said before, at work or in personal relationships that would have taken you from your beach into a whole new risky, never have done this before situation. The thing is that you're sitting in the boat, anchored, and you are facing the beach. Now, the thing about this is you've got Jesus Christ in the boat with you right now. So, nobody ever has Jesus in the boat with them. Right? The reason is there immediately what I am shown is that it's the story, that he gets him in the boat, they're out of the boat, a huge storm hits, and he's asleep, and they're like, oh my God, Jesus, wake up, we're gonna die. And he's like, why are y'all freaking out? It's fine. So that's what the message is here. You're in the boat, you're anchored. God is the anchor. He's not letting you wander out into the depth of the ocean, and he's also not allowing you to go back to your comfort just yet. It's not time. So you're in a bit of a limbo, figuring out when am I ever going to get my feet grounded again and feel like I'm secure or feel safe. But you got Jesus in the boat, and he's saying, if whatever happens right now, you're okay. You're fine. I'm with you. Even if I fall asleep, we're not going to tank. We're not going over. You do not have any oars. You've got nothing other than the waves and the ability for them to pull that anchor up and let you drift in. And so I think the reason that he's also there is to show the importance of, regardless of how you're feeling about your current situation, being maybe a little discombobulated, he's saying, I'm here. I'm right here with you. I'm right behind you. So you might be feeling, you look kind of a little forlorn, you look a little sad, and you look a little lonely in the boat, okay? And you're looking, and your knees are drawn up, and your arms are around your legs, and you're just kind of floating there. But he's letting you know he's there. So I usually just take a person out of the boat and put them on the beach, but I don't know what to do right now with Jesus next to you.
Step on any toes.
I don't, exactly. I'm like, what do I do now? How do I move you to your beach? I'm like, can I move her to the beach? Let me just see, hold on 1 second. Let me just double check this real quick. Okay. Okay, so I can take you and put you on your beach. We're going to leave the boat and everything where it's at. So, when I set you down on the beach, you immediately, you turn your back to the water. And so, what is also happening here is you're currently in this situation of holding pattern, but the people that you already know, the situations, the people, the money, everything that you're comfortable with, that you already are familiar with, nothing else new, is what's going to help move and manifest the rest of this movement for you back to your beach. And I know it's kind of confusing, but it's not going to be anything else new. Nobody else new. It's all set up the way that it needs to be. Now, God is not going to let you, and part of it too, I set you down, you're not like, sometimes people are like, they're like trying not to touch the ground because it's not time and they know it's not time, but you are willing to give something up to just get back to normal. So don't let that happen. Don't just walk away from something. Don't give up an opportunity just to get back to normal or to make someone else feel comfortable. Because sometimes we have the most important thing happening, but we have a spouse or a parent or someone going, this is dumb. You know how I have to change my life so that you can have all of this? And that can be a huge bear, a weight to bear. And we are not here on this earth to make other people comfortable or happy. We're just not. We're here to make sure that we're doing what he shows us to do, which means we have to remove our will and kind of walk blindly towards something. So if you've got someone who's trying to make you feel like this is not the right way to go, kick them off your beach. They don't freaking belong. That's the first thing. Why are they even on your beach? Then they belong. It's your place. So you just want everybody to be happy. You want to make sure everybody's happy. You want to take care of everyone. This is something you need to see through to the end. I think you'll regret if you don't. And it's involving your own personal purpose and growth. I don't care if it's that you're going to be the manager of the next gas station that opens on the corner. There's something to the whole idea of your purpose that's in it, and it has a lot to do with the individual successes of things that you're doing, where you're doing it against what someone else might want, because that's what you've always done. Like, you've always gone with the flow to make other people happy. And this one time you're like, you know what? No, I'm actually not going to be making dinner tonight. There's a microwave. Be fine. So there's a sense of strength that comes from this little journey that you're on. As little as it might be, it's pretty big. But again, you got God, who's right there in the boat with you. Just sitting there all curled up like you are, because it's a tiny boat. It's interesting. I love that. It's really important. Your guides are all around you, so keep looking up. All right. Alrighty, righty. I'm ready for you next. All right. Let's see here. Can you say hello for me?
Hello.
Have a good hello. It's a good hello. You're all over the place too. You're kind of bouncing all over. I just want to double check something really quickly and put you on your beach. Look here. On the earthly path. Okay. So I'm getting a message. I'm trying to siphon through everything. I can't even talk. All my words are wrong. I don't know why. Sift through. I'm trying to sift through everything they're showing me. And as I'm doing this, you stay busy. You stay busy for a lot of reasons. You stay busy. There's purpose behind your business. And as I'm watching and you're sifting through, you have a gentleman that comes through, and I am supposed to acknowledge, this has got to be someone on, I guess, husband's side or something like that. It feels like he's coming through as you as a messenger for this person. That it's got to be like a husband or someone to that effect. And he is saying to avoid any of our health problems, he needs to make changes that he already knows he needs to make. And so this living gentleman here who feels like a husband can avoid family genetic deaths if he will just do what he knows he's supposed to do. And he will avoid and break that chain. I think men in general, I guess I've never met one. They just, like men that care about their health, they're just like, well, I just haven't been able to pee for a year. I don't know. So you want me to go to a doctor now? Well, that's back there. It fell off about 6 months ago. So they just automatically assume that they're doing the thing right and they're going to be fine, and women are nags and just leave me alone. But this is like a close relative. It almost feels like brotherly or something that would be coming through saying, make the change. And so I would also, I'm like going through all of it. I'm running through all of it. And it feels like at one aspect, I pick up a really high blood sugar. So it's like, okay, are we talking diabetic here? Because that's what I'm conversing with him. So I'm picking up like diabetic stuff, but then he's saying avoid it on the legs, watch the legs, because it's gonna go in your legs. And then I feel like I want to throw up a little bit. So I'm wondering if he's not paying attention to blood sugars, or if he's just eating something and then giving himself a shot. So it's super important that he avoid it, because the other aspects of that could be affected would be kidneys, liver, heart. But right now, they're showing this being okay. But eventually, that ill treatment will be detrimental to those organs. And right now, he can turn things and reverse them. He can reverse them. He needs to lose a little weight, it looks like. So, and that is, he's given that to you to give to him. And then also there is a female that comes through that just wants to say hello by the name, I think it's Lily or Lillian. And maybe ask her, is this your husband? Ask her husband if he knows that name, Lily or Lillian, Lillian. Very faint. She's got very light hair, white hair, gray hair. I don't even want to call it gray. It looks whiter than it does gray. She looks like, she reminds me of delicate daisy. She just reminds me of a daisy, like a really pretty white little flower. Yeah, is Lily? Lillian? Lily? And, I know, I'm gonna move on. I know. This must be, so we've got husband. I'm not sure. So it's either you or your husband. Hold on. So we got this generation, and then we've got parents, grandparents. So this would be, what did I just say? You, grandparents. So great grandfather that's coming through that looks like he would have worked on a train or a railroad or something. And coming through, he's tall, he smells like tar, he smells like smoke, tar, smoky, and it looks like a steam engine. It's coming through with that.
That's good.
So it would have worked around them or on them. Maybe loading or working, I'm not sure, but she keeps showing the train, steam engine. It's very interesting. Oh, my eyes are so messed up. It's weird, they pull on me, and then it blurs my vision. I know it sounds so strange, but it's so weird. Strange.
Do you get headaches?
No. Think about it. No. Most when I'm doing readings, no. Actually, when I'm doing readings, if I have a headache, they'll go away a lot of times when I'm doing my readings. I don't know why. I think I use up certain things in my body that may be causing the headaches. All right. I just want to make sure anything else. Oh, and then I'm also being told very quickly to tell you to get your Christmas shopping for next year done early.
Were you running a little behind this year? No shit, Sherlock. Shirley, I never finished it. That is the best.
You never finished your Christmas shopping?
So many years, I cut it off and said we're done.
Great. I love that. All right.
That's awesome.
Start
That
early.
is great.
That's
awesome.
All right.
Tough shit, buddy.
I'm done.
That's hilarious. That's so random, right? I love when that stuff comes really good. I love that. All right. Then now we'll do that. I you know why I think because you're kind of like the mother hen over the group.
Oh, for sure. You do read me last.
Every time, don't I?
But the first time you read me first, but every time you always read me last. In a group.
Isn't that interesting? Because you know you're like last but not least, baby.
Yeah.
Saving the best for last. Okay. Can you say hello for me?
Hello.
You need to learn how to say no. You've got to learn how to say no. Oh, see, the problem is that you're such a super generous person that people walk all over you. And it doesn't matter if it's a personal relationship or a business. You're like, okay, I'm going to go in and say this, and I'm going to make this happen. Okay, I want to do. Okay, I was going to say that. Okay, thanks. Okay, oh, great, bye. And then you never even get it out. So you have to vocalize that. I always say, from what I have seen, if you are inspired to do something, if you are inspired to say it or feel it or develop it or build it, and you're like, this is the way, this is awesome, this is how it's got to be, and someone else either downplays it or shuts you up or doesn't want to hear or thinks it's insignificant, don't throw it away, don't crumple it up. You know, that person's just very narrow-minded and nearsighted and possibly afraid of what you're coming up with. I feel like maybe that would be a doorway of lessons for you in this lifetime, is having the courage to know that that door is going to get slammed in my face, but I'm going in there anyway. So having that courage to go and express. And even if they're like, you're fired, you're like, yay, I did it. I did it. I expressed myself and got fired, honey. Isn't that great? Rebecca told me. So I think that that's partially one of your lessons, is having the confidence to bring it up and just say, no, you know what, this is how it has to be, this is how it should be, and this has to change, kind of a thing. And I think that part of it is knowing the honesty or the truth behind it, and again, recognizing that some people may not see it for what it is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take you, let's just drop you, where are we going? You have a lot of people on the other side, I want to tell you that it's more of a party than anything. And when I drop you by the fence where the field is, you stand there and I can see the lights from the party happening, and I can see all of these people, and we're over there and they're just like And so the fact that they're not, the point of the reason they're presenting it like this is because, and you're just waving, you're waving back. So you recognize that they're there, you see that they're there, the connection is there, and the reason they're not coming up to the fence to hug you is because they know you're okay, because they know that you're all right, and they know that you communicate with them and that you talk to them all the time on a level. And also, you have somebody who visits you at night at the foot of your bed. And you also have a dog that is with you all the time as well, that is passed over, that lays, if I was on the right side of the bed, if I'm on the right side of the bed, I look this way and I'm looking at a door, and then the dog would lay on the floor right here to my right. So you have that, and you've got somebody else checking on you at night when you fall asleep to make sure, because you have trouble falling asleep, and it's like you wake up and then you have another time of falling back asleep. So you pass out for an hour and wake up like, what time is it? And then you have to really make yourself fall back asleep again. It's like someone's checking on you, you're picking up on that, and then you're falling back asleep. So
listen at that time.
Yeah, true. And look, like if you wake up, look around, because sometimes your brain is still in that point of like being shut off to the idea that you can't see dead people, and you'll wake up and open your eyes, and then, oh my gosh, there's a face floating across my room. Oh. And then, yeah. And it's really cool when you recognize it too. It's fun to do. I'll just sit there and I'll be like, oh, who are you now? So there are times though I get up and I'm like, I don't have time for this. Where's the bathroom? Okay. And my eyes never open. So when you wake up, roll over, look around. Just look around your whole room and see if you see anybody that's there. And just say, I know you probably will recognize it, but the dog is always there. Which is really, really cool. I love that.
Golden retriever. Is it?
It's a big dog.
Yep.
I really twizzle dogs badly. Sometimes I don't know if it's a cat or a dog because it's smaller. If they have no tail, I usually figure it's a dog of some kind, but they'll show. I always have to compare my shepherd to the size of the dog. It's a little bit smaller than my shepherd. And not as long as hair. Right here. So when you get up in the middle of the night, you may hear a collar move, or you may hear something, or the nails, something on your floor. That will be delicate. And something about pink, like something liking something pink. I don't know if it was pink and fluffy or something vague. Something pink and fluffy. It looks like one of those marshmallow snowballs. Isn't that weird? Pink. Those gross half marshmallow snowballs? Yeah. I haven't even seen any of those this season. I don't know. Maybe they're stuck on a boat or something. Stuck on a boat in the Pacific.
Probably mine. They're falling.
Those are gross. I'm sorry for anybody who's ever enjoyed those. I don't know. Those are as bad as those peeps. All right, so Dolly, I'm on time, right? I'm good on timing? Oh, yeah, I am. Perfect.
Because I have questions.
All right.
Not even late.
All right. Let's see what Brenda is. Brenda, say hello for me.
Hello.
That's not how you answer. I was like,
Hello.
Hello. It's funny how energies come out of the
That's not
person's
how she
tone.
answers the phone.
Funny.
Can we really say hello?
yes.
Hello.
Yep. That's it. That's it. I was like, that's it.
I was like, hello, and you don't recognize the number. That's a different one.
Yeah. No, that's not it. Well, I was like, no, that's not it.
Okay. There's different hellos, different tones of what we are. Okay. So you're really, really busy. You're not the water is off to your left. You're really busy. Like you're digging and shoveling and filling in and digging and shoveling and filling in, and you're focused on like fixing this whole beach area, and you're adjusting how the water comes in, and you're just making a whole bunch of adjustments to the way the beach functions and its purpose. And this is important for the simple fact that, one, you are on your beach, so it shows that you're grounded. It also is one of the significant things is them telling me that right now you really do want to look at previous experiences, because that previous knowledge will help you to decipher what to do next in terms of what's coming. And you'll be able to say, I already did that, I don't want to do it again. But the thing is that you're digging these holes, and then you're taking sand from another place and filling them in. And so you're trying to avoid a repeat of something. You are trying to make sure that that never happens again. So you are adjusting it. You're not filling it with the same sand. You're taking it from a dry sand from someplace else and putting it, and it's getting wet. And you're really meticulous about this. And you're making sure that there's nowhere also for the water to come in and sit pools of any kind. So you're doing everything you can to avoid, well, it's not, there's two parts of it. You're doing what you can to avoid any issues or problems from just overtaking your beach or becoming yours specifically. But at the same time, the fact that you're doing this and filling it in, it also shows, oh, don't take it away from me. Why would they take it away from me? They just took it away from me. They were playing a movie for me to watch, and then they took it off, right off the veil. Give it back to me. I need that really quickly, please. So I have to put you back there, and I have to remember what they just showed me because they took it away, so I must have missed something. So you have your boots on, but the boots are moved. I mean, normally they represent the feeling of perception of being held back, but they're purposeful right now. You're working, they're like work boots. And then you are preventing the water from coming in, and you are keeping it from pooling anywhere, which also shows, oh, that was, thank you, it was that you are from pooling anywhere, which also shows, oh, that was, thank you, it was that you are going through a growth aspect too, where you realize that you don't need to claim any of the problems that are someone else's, and at the same time you're realizing that this is your space. It's almost like you became, for whatever reason recently, like you became really protective of your space, and you're careful about who you let on it and who is allowed to come look at it or be on it. There's it would show recognition of self in a respect where you don't feel badly cutting the wrong people out of your life anymore. You're to a point where it's just like time to walk away from certain things, and the removal of anything that could cause that again might mean a person, it might be a relationship, it might be a job. It's like you are finally cutting off old attachments and clearing that. So this is like a lot of work. This isn't easy. And it also shows that everything that you're doing, you're not, hey, there's no boat, you're not looking to go out on the water. Everything that you're going to be doing from here on out is, I was just watching you, and you went, the shovel filled the last one in, you stuck in the ground, and you're like, and you kind of walked away from the water. Which is really, what it's basically saying is that you know when to walk away from things, and that you're also tired of having to do repairs for things that are, how to say, not that you're causing them so much, but because they're allowed. And that means it would be something that would be comfortable as a relationship or a family member or a person that you keep giving the benefit of the doubt to, and then find that I still have to fill in another day. Oh, okay, I'm done. I'm not doing this differently this time. I'm not. It just looks like a major detachment of old bad, like cutting out negative and bad, and it's not easy to do, but it looks like if it's not happening right now, then it will be happening, and you can't feel badly about it. It's because we can only give people the benefit of the doubt so many times until we finally realize that I'm not going anywhere. I'm not moving with my life because I keep giving this person one more chance and one more chance and one more chance. And so it feels like it's not so much, I don't think it's like an immediate family. It feels like it's right on the brink of fine hairline of maybe a very, very good family friend or someone close enough. And then you walk away and you go, you deal with it, just like that. So that tells me that you might be finally to a point of changing something, and the people around you are going, maybe one more chance, and you're going, I'm not doing it anymore, because the damage to your beach has been done, it looks like repetitiously, of you letting people on who are then bringing all of their problems onto your beach, and it's not changing. It means the person or the people around you that have constantly got the dark cloud over their head, that haven't learned from all of these different things that they're relying on people around them to help them with, they're never going to learn how to fix it, because someone always lets them on their beach for that moment of comfort. And they need to, I'm just going to tell you honestly, if it was someone I knew, I'd be like, God is a buoy, and there's a buoy way the hell over there. Go find the buoy. Go find the buoy. Swim your butt to the buoy and hang on to that buoy. That's what I would do. I've done it, so I know. I've told my own son that. So I can tell what they're showing. You just get to a point where it's like, there's a way of hanging on for dear life right there. It's hard. It just looks really difficult. But you are walking to a cake. There's cake.
Cake. Oh, I want it. Hey, Jeannie,
I'm watching you walk away because I'm like, where is she going? And
bridal shower cake?
Well, beyond not up the dune, but towards, as the dune starts going up, there's like a wall. So to get up there, you have to take this path. Otherwise, you walk and it goes straight up. And way in that corner on a table is a huge 3-tiered white cake. It looks really good.
I'm in.
Who is? Me. You're getting married?
Oh, the 3-tier cake.
I was like, to who?
I was like, two. I'm like, how come I'm not even knowing this?
No.
On so many levels.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just
That's about threw up, like literally.
It's a beautiful, it's like a beautiful 3-tiered cake. It looks like multi-layered, frosted, beautiful. And cake does represent celebration. It does represent, it's a vanilla cake, so it's heavenly. I don't think, it just has pink on it. I don't think it's baby shower. This is a cake for you.
This is a cake for me.
It's 3 tiers, so maybe March, the 3rd of the month, something with a 3 will present why there's a celebratory cake for you on the beach. 3 tiers.
What?
Do you have something more?
There will be. Yes. I'm sure.
I know, I want to know what it is. I'm not being told exactly what it is. So all I know is you cut ties with broken things in your life, broken relationships and so forth, and then you finally move towards that chaos. And it's against, I want to point out too, the fact that it's against the flat part of the dune, that in one essence is where like the boulders are, where people have to climb from comfort to discomfort, and they become broken in doing so. But when they get to the top, that's where everything is at. And this cake almost looks like a mark or a celebration of that change happening. So you are eventually going to probably redesign the whole beach and change it for the way you want it to look.
Maybe my intuition will kick in and maybe
You
I'll.
already have intuition.
I know, I'm like, really? Yeah.
Well, the cool thing is that it's something that may be unknown right now. So when it does happen, those little signs, those signposts, will give you clarity as to what it is, and that you'll be able to go, this is what you saw, because I won't remember it. And this is how it played out and what happened.
You see my dogs talking at all? Can you talk to my
I
dogs?
haven't seen your dogs. Not on your beach. I don't even see any dog prints. Let me put you somewhere else.
I told them I was going to ask you, so they should be there.
Let me put you in your house first. Okay. Putting you in your house. Probably the reason I can't see them on a heavenly level is they're more on an earthbound level with you. So when we check into heaven, we can pretty much we can visit, we can stay in heaven, there's no limit to where our soul can go. If you stay here and never check in though, you're what's known as a ghost, because you don't know anything different other than what you knew as a human. That veil is never lifted. So you live out the life that you've always known. So when you check in, you can move around and go about, but your dogs are around your house. So when you go in your back door, when you go in like your regular door, do you have to go up a set of steps to another level or a kitchen or something?
From the garage to the kitchen.
Garage to the kitchen.
Okay,
Yeah, I guess
so that's where
step.
I see you walking in and then dogs there. That's where I see you and then dogs following in. Do you have like lighter kitchen cabinets?
Mm-hmm.
So when I walk into the door, would your sink and a window and everything be to my right-hand side?
No.
Am I reversing it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me do that again. So I walk in, and the sink is here, so then over this way, and then you've got, this is a table right here, and then this TV would be against that wall.
TV's in the living room, yeah.
Okay, so the dogs come in with you at this point, and then I hear their nails on the floor. That's what I'm hearing. Do you still have their bowls out or something? Mm-hmm. All right. But do you have something else of theirs? Did you have them cremated or something? Do you have anything of theirs that has their fur in it, or a piece of them somewhere? Feels like there's
You have the collars.
I have
like, you
all
have
my
their
dogs'
guts.
collars in a drawer.
in a drawer.
And I still have some other clothes.
Is it like is the drawer, is it near like one of those like old bread shelves or something like that? Like an old,
No, but I do have an old bread thing. I do.
okay. I'm just looking through through your eyes with the dogs. They seem to like to sit in the living room on a rug or a carpet or something in the living room. Because that's where they both beeline for the living room. And you have an old recliner there. It's like an old brown recliner or something. It's brown? Does it have... It's getting too complicated there. Does it have something over the arms, like a patchwork? Or, okay. That's where they're sitting. I figured that.
Because I got two brothers that don't get along. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've got 3 dogs, but I got 2 brothers that don't get along. Chewbacca's.
I see 2 dogs. I only see 2.
Okay.
And
So
the brown one though, the darker brown, like the brindley brown. Does that make sense?
They're all 3 brindley.
They're all 3. Oh, so I'm seeing the right dog. Okay.
Yeah.
But Pepper's darker though.
But it could be. I mean,
Isn't Tucker darker than the other two?
Yeah.
But
So you're seeing dogs that are alive
yeah,
right now.
are live or dead because it could be Daisy. I mean, it
Like
I was gonna
Daisy-
say, there's a female dog too. I was gonna say, because you're saying boys, but I see a girl.
okay, that's Daisy.
That's dead or alive.
Dead.
She's
Okay,
Daisy.
yeah, that's Daisy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the mama.
Okay, now the one that has a darker muzzle on him, that's more jealous or giving attention.
Tucker.
That's Tucker. He's sitting
But
more
he's not the brother. He's not her baby.
interesting, because he
But
comes through.
Yeah.
So he goes over by, it's almost like he's sitting a little bit further away from everyone else though.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. Well,
Yeah, because Daisy's a bitch.
But he sits
I know, but she was a bitch.
Yeah.
interesting, because I see the two coming in together. I see him by himself over here, but then I'm going, well, where's the female? Because I pick up the female too, so she's passed over.
She's passed over. And
Okay.
okay, so I have.
So she
have
is on an
babies.
earthling level. So that's why I'm picking up, they're not on her heaven. It just hit me. That's why they're not in heaven, they're in the earthly level because they're with you. Okay, so she is the same thing where she must have crossed over and she's coming
Yes.
through. Okay, so that all makes sense then. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, so she had babies.
And she know me.
We gave them away. We kept one.
Okay.
We kept Tuffy. Well, then when Daisy passed away, Tuffy went through depression.
Oh, they do too when they lose their family.
So we looked for a long time for a companion for him.
Uh-huh.
A puppy, whatnot.
Mhm.
Everything failed. Marine's friend, Amber, messaged me and said she knew somebody that wanted to get rid of a dog
Aw.
as a boxer.
Meant to be.
She thought me.
Uh-huh.
So I just couldn't at that point in time. A month later, I contacted her, said, hey, you saw that dog? Yep. We went and got him.
Mhm.
They had their issues. They get along great.
Uh-huh.
One of our puppies, so it'd be Tuffy's brother,
Oh boy.
was in Fonda, and the little boy that had cancer, brain cancer,
Mm.
and he died, and it was his dying wish to have a boxer puppy. We gave that family.
I think I remember hearing
puppy.
you talk about that. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chewbacca has lived there 6 years. I mean, with 2 other little dogs, whatnot, not a problem. 2 little dogs passed away. Some other families moved into the neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
was letting their dogs run at large.
Oh boy.
Chewbacca was getting attacked.
Oh no, that's bad.
Cops got involved. You know, they wanted him, to put to sleep.
Yeah.
She didn't want him put to sleep. I took him. I went
Okay.
and
So
picked him
he's
up
just a little bit. All right.
and brought him home.
Mhm.
And the 2 brothers butt heads.
Okay.
They fight.
I think it's just.
Sister Jones.
I don't see any other conflict between them other than they're just equal. Equal. I don't see them arguing or calling names. I don't see them fighting on a way like that they're jealous. I think it's just the brothers. I think they're just getting along like a brother situation. I don't think they hate each other. I think they're just doing what they think they should do. And I see the other one not doing it. I see him staying out of it.
He does.
Yeah, he's not a part
Totally.
of it.
He's scared.
No,
He just sits over there and looks at him like,
Yeah. Deal with your drama.
yeah,
I'm here.
and take it out in the driveway.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I don't see him talking about like, hey, you're an ass. I don't see any of that. I think they just two north, like they just like magnets drawn to each other, south and north, and they just like you said. I don't think you could stop it. I think it's just naturally the way they're going to behave together. And he's not jealous or mad that you brought him in or anything. I don't see that. Like, it was nice without you. Why did you have to come live with us? I don't see that either. I like throwing everything at him. I just don't see it. Yeah.
They get along over the fence. I mean, like, and I have a baby gate that I had when she was little, so that tells you how old it is.
That's all right.
How is it even possible that you have a daughter who's having a daughter?
I know, right?
I don't even have any idea how you did that.
Oops, well, let's drop that. We don't want to do that. Okay.
Why didn't my nasty?
Sometimes they just don't come through because everything is okay. Everything is, they know that you're okay. And so they don't feel like you need to hear from them because they can communicate with you other ways. Do you guys want to say hello?
Hey.
All right, hello. Say hello.
Hey, bro. Hey.
Hello.
TikTok.
Well, everybody was. I know. So then you guys can go back and this is Dan,
Thank you.
Pastor Dan. He runs the place. So if you ever need to come in here, they do fundraisers here, and it's in Fort Dodge, Iowa. It's the Vincent House, and yeah, you can do a lot of fundraising here, and it helps to keep the building alive in more ways than one. So I think, are we going to do the investigation now? Okay. All right. So we're going to do the investigation now. So you guys get to see this amazing house. Hello, hello, hello. All right. I cannot read this right now. Hold on one second. I need my glasses, but I left my nearsighted glasses at home. So hold on one second. I'm going to put you right here on a visual thing on my chest. So you can, ow, the knees are bad. You'll get my perspective and my point of view, and you'll be able to see this amazing house and maybe hear some ghosties. Okay. I have to put on my harness. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. All right, guys, hold on one second. It is super fun. You get to go on this little investigation with us. All right. Okay, I gotta put this on. Let's figure it out. Okay. Hold on. Okay.
You're not a cancer. You're not.
This is what I was using on some filming stuff that we did, and it's pretty cool because you get to go along for the ride. Strapped on. Okay.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Put this in my pocket. Oops. Hold on. Okay. So funny. All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining us tonight. We're gonna go take some. If I could get my doodad here in my pocket. It's my battery. Okay, there we go. All right. So if I turn you guys this way. Let's hope that it'll. Yeah, you know what? Let me ask you this. If I turn it this way, is everything sideways on you guys? Are you able to? Is everything sideways? If it's like this, am I crooked on you guys? Probably, right? I do need a break, but this is fun. It's sideways for you guys? Okay. So let me adjust this really fast then. All right. Let's figure out the best way to do this so you guys can join me. And a little tour. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? Because it's got to sit this way. I can't do it like that. It's got to go sideways to sit into my thing. So I'll just carry you with me. We'll just go for a walk together. Okay. All right. You get to go up in the dark. I'm going to bring a lantern because you don't need pitch black to talk to ghosts. All right. Okay, guys. Let's see. Did you guys bring any gear, anything with you to do? Did you guys bring anything to go upstairs and do anything like that?
Oh. Like a Ouija board?
No.
No! I didn't do Ouijas.
No.
Okay, good. I'm like, no Ouijas. No.
Like, if anybody has like a digital recorder, did anybody bring anything with them? Okay, so it's a good thing I brought some stuff. Okay. Okay. So, we will bring all of this up with us. Do, 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 do. Okay. All right. So this is thermal. This is a thermal. So it'll give you like a degree measurement of if anything changes. And all you do is turn it on. You hold it down and turn it on. And you point it at something, it'll give you the degrees of wherever. When you push the button, yep. You push the button. And it'll give you a reading. Okay. This will give a percentage and a number. If this number rises, it's like an EMF, and it'll describe the different. If that rises like that, if this goes up, it's picking up an electrical charge. So, for instance, in this house, since it's an older house, the electrical might present differently. So you want to, if you feel weird, you might be able to see. I have a little lantern, and we can leave lights on. We don't have to turn lights off upstairs. So you don't. No, you can't pee first. Are you kidding? Yes, go pee. You do not have to have the lights out to do an investigation. I'm just going to tell you, I've taken some amazing photos, and I've had amazing experiences in the middle of the day. So if we were doing like something different, then it would be different. But we can do lights. So then you guys can also see what you're doing. Okay, I got my camera. Ugh. All right.
Okay, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
I just have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your question?
It's about my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Do I just ask you the question, or can you see something?
It's about your daughter, living daughter.
Yes.
Well, the only thing that I can tell you that I pick up on is if I put her on her beach, she immediately climbs down.
You're on a projector right now at my house in the living room. He's
Really?
watching you, yeah.
Oh, how hysterical is that? Hi! Hello to the projector. She gets on the beach, and then she immediately climbs down a ladder into what looks like a big hole or like a well, but it's got no water in it. So this represents I would call her very hermity or introverted, possibly a little antisocial, and she second guesses her own abilities all the time and what she's worth. And it's because for whatever reason she keeps putting herself into this pit. Like, I'm just going to go down here and hide for a little while and not deal with this, and this is where I'm safe. And she kind of just sits there and she feels safe. Like, she's not crying, she's not upset, she's safe. So you have to ask her, you have to find out, like, well, I don't think you even could, because she wouldn't know, she wouldn't be able to share it with you. So,
Which hurts my heart.
it does hurt. It's your daughter. Of course it hurts your heart. You want her to go out and succeed, but she needs to be able to she needs to do it on her own. She needs to be able to succeed. And I would throw her into art and music. I would throw her in everything that she can express herself with music and
Wait,
artistry.
are we talking Kiara or are we talking Taylor? I have a living older daughter and I have a living 15-year-old that we...
No, it's your 15-year-old. Mm-hmm.
Yes, because I was like, I could see Taylor at first, but I was like, nope, that's definitely
Taylor has a hang up with relationships. The sexual aspect of relationships. To her, she's searching for true love through sexual encounters. Yep. And so, and it's not, she's not doing, it's not a bad thing. It's that she thinks in order to feel a fulfillment in love, that is a part of it, instead of finding the love first and then using that in the relationship aspect.
To make it better.
Right. She's using that first, and then she's trying to figure out why it's not fulfilling. It's because she could sleep with whoever. There's no commitment, no emotional attachment at that point, but she thinks that will enhance it and create it, and it's not gonna. So she makes herself feel lower. And she's not. She's a beautiful soul, but you know what? The thing is that going through that is only going to help her to understand who she is later and what she will never settle for again.
That's what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
she's withholding now
Absolutely.
because she wants more.
Good for her. And you know what? I always tell people that when they're like, oh, so and so, she was a slut. She slept around. I'm like, no. Men sleep around to get off. Women sleep around because they're looking for something more to attain. So women should never be considered as that. It's just a bad word because there's an emotional reasoning behind why women sleep around. It's not.
But Kiara, for sure.
Because they're searching for something more deeper. They're trying to find that connection, and a lot of times it's just a misconception. And if they sleep around, it's because they're searching for that deeper connection that they don't have within themselves yet. And it takes a lot of lessons and learning. And hopefully they don't contract something by the time they figure it out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do I want to say it? My daughter. Children.
Not for a while. It looks like something on her back burner, and the reason I say that, like there's 2 children that I see around her. Does she have children right now?
She wants children.
It's not. It's back burner. It's not. I see 2, but I don't see it being. She may want children right now, but her soul set her up for some other accomplishments and other lessons before those children came. I think if she's looking to have kids, it'll be mid to late 30s, near 40. And they'll come one after another, but she's also overcoming what looks like would be cysts or some form of like scarring or tissue within her uterus and fallopian tubes. I would tell her to go get a histography or whatever that is, where they go in and they go in and they check it and then they clean it all out, and fallopian tubes and everything. And I think that they're probably more blocked. And everything seems to be more or less happening on her left hand side. So the scarring, the cysts, everything seemed to be building up more. I would think she would have more cramping on her left hand side than her right. And it would be a recurrence every month. But I bet if they go in and look with a little microscope, they're going to find that they got to open those up. It's all coming down to her purpose, and it's been put on a back burner. So I see 2 children though.
So sorry, I know, but I have kind of an issue with my little daughter, Ada.
Okay.
She's 4. I don't know if she's gifted or whatever. I believe she sees something.
I was just going to say, it's because she's seeing somebody, so.
There is a new one that recently popped up into our house. I don't know her house or in her world. And she keeps saying it's scary. I've asked it to leave. She's asked it to leave. She says it's a grandma. She calls it grandma, but she doesn't communicate very well because she talks to several.
Well, she does talk very frequently to a man, an older man. As soon as you said my daughter, I'm like, okay, she's seeing dead people all around her. The cool thing is this: she's not afraid of it, which is awesome because you understanding this, you could totally help her to perpetuate this and keep this going so that she'll grow up with it. And she may disconnect from it for a little while, but it'll be something that if you're able to say, you used to do this, or you were able to see, it'll be something that she's able to hang on to. I was 4 when I remember my last memory being of seeing people dead. I mean, that was my earliest memory. So it seems to kick in there, but she can, hang on to it. As far as the other figure that's showing up that's not talking, I think she's not afraid from the visual of her. She's afraid of the behavior of this woman. It is the fact that she's coming at her and her mouth is not moving. So she's probably somebody who's recently died that is trying to communicate telepathically.
Because she'll either wake me up or I'll have to lay with her, and she always says to cover her ears, and now she wants me to cover her eyes.
Because the woman is coming at her with like there's something about her mouth that is She can't talk. And maybe, you know, if it's not somebody that she recognizes and this person can't talk but is trying to get a message to her, it might be because this woman knows that she can see her and wants her to, hey, pass this message on. Think about your neighbors. Like, has anybody recently lost someone around you that is a grandma?
The lady that owned the house just passed.
Did she have dementia or was she senile or anything? So she couldn't talk?
I guess I don't know for sure. That'd be the only one, I mean, besides my grandpa just passing, but that'd be the only grandma lady that I could think of.
Yeah, and that's very possible if she's trying to pass a message and can't communicate. And she died in the house, but she can't talk. And a lot of times people who've committed suicide can't talk. So it makes me wonder, I don't think she killed herself, but I'm wondering if something else happened. That she's trying to like, hey, hello, I just didn't die naturally here.
So how do I soothe her with that?
I would tell her, look, my daughter can see you. You're freaking her out because you won't talk to her. And she's waking me up at night and I don't like it. Yeah. You got to leave us both alone. This is our house now. And get your daughter to do it with you, because if you do it alone, then she'll continue to harass your daughter. So you have to have you and your daughter. Your daughter needs to go, leave me alone. Don't wake me up when I'm sleeping.
She's tried, because she'll call her the scary. So we'll be laying there and she'll be like, Mom, tell the scary to go away. So then I do. And then I say, well, you need to tell her to go away. Yeah. So she'll say, leave me alone, please.
Not please.
Oh, not please.
No, get away from me. This is my mom. This is where we live. You leave us alone. Don't bother me. And when you want to speak to me with words and you want me to help you, then use words. But until then, do not talk to me. Don't come near me. It'll empower her as well.
I'll try.
I know, it's always
She's
fun, right?
4. We'll see.
I don't know what to tell you. It's difficult. It's so hard. It's just.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
What do you call it when you share a dream with somebody?
You're on each other's mind. You're together in that dream. You were thinking about one another. You were.
So when somebody comes, an angel comes, and two different people
experience the same
dream.
Yeah.
The same clothes.
It's total reality.
Yep.
It's total reality.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
But how do you? Okay, my second question is how? Okay. Like I dream about somebody.
Mm-hmm. You don't mind me having this on you? Okay.
I dream about somebody. But I want his son to be able to see the dream, too.
Interesting. That's very cool. Okay. So you brought the son into the dream.
I want to bring the son into the dream.
So
yes.
I suggest, since everybody's capable of it, if you get him to genuinely think of his father and of you, you know, he's visualizing you all together, let's say in an apple orchard or something, and then you do the same thing, and through this practice you will cosmically be able to reach each other, and it's not so much that it's astral projection as it is connecting those energies the same way I do when I'm reading people. It's connecting those energies together.
So I preset and said, okay, I'm going to be in your shop tonight.
Yeah.
With your dad.
Yeah.
Meet me there.
Yeah.
That's okay to say.
Absolutely. Yeah. How old is he?
Huh?
How old is the son? He's old enough.
40, yeah.
Oh, well then then yeah, I would just tell him. Absolutely. And you may, depending on how open the son is to it as well.
And he is open, but he hasn't had that dream, the dream that I'm dreaming. He has another dream of his dad, but it wasn't the same dream, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I would that's what I was trying to do.
No, you could end up in a dream together, and it's cool. Make sure you're communicating like, hey, I totally dreamt of you this morning. And it'll be right when you're waking up. It won't be like an all-night dream. It will be something that you're dreaming of, and then you wake up. Oh, I got to remember this, because...
Do you have to be sleeping at the same time? Yeah.
Yes. You have to be asleep at the same time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because I think that's what was the problem was, why we dreamt different dreams.
Because
we weren't sleeping at the same time.
Yeah, same time. Dream at the same time. Yeah. Yeehaw. All right.
Can I ask something real quick?
Yeah.
It's about a death of a family friend that passed away about a year and a half ago suddenly, very suddenly. Was he sick or did he lose control or what? The coroner never gave us an answer.
Interesting.
I don't know if you can do that. If not, just
No.
you can.
What it really looks like, and I don't think he just lost control. I think physically, it almost felt like a huge air bubble. It feels like they're trying to express an air bubble. I'm wondering if there was like an embolism or something. Did he just recently have COVID? Was he getting over anything like that? Was before COVID? And no lung issues, nothing like that. Because it just feels like an embolism of some kind.
Not lung, no.
Okay.
He wrecked his motorcycle.
Okay.
But he raced cars and he was the best driver that any of us ever knew.
Okay.
We don't know how he just all of a sudden.
It wasn't an accident. It feels like his eyes closed while he's on the motorcycle. So it's like I didn't know it was a motorcycle. I just knew I was moving down the road. So all of a sudden my eyes close and then I die. So it's like something physical happened within the chest. I would think a blood clot or an air embolism, but it's something that shouldn't be in my veins. That's how it makes me feel.
So it wasn't because he lost control of his motorcycle?
No, he lost control because he died and then lost control of the motorcycle. But it's something in my veins that shouldn't be there. It's air or a clot or something that causes my death. That's why I was asking if he had COVID or something that would have perpetuated that, but no. He died before he wrecked.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And actually what's interesting too is it would have been less, I know this sounds weird, but to look at the remake of the accident itself, he would have less injuries trying to prevent pain or hurt. He would have just fallen and maybe rolled.
There were no correction marks.
No, he just, exactly. So that helps to explain that he died and then wrecked, because otherwise you would have caught damage on on like the hands and places of trying to break his fall. Yes. And it just wasn't there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
It really does.
It wasn't an accident. It wasn't his fault.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeehaw. Drink of water. We're going to go upstairs to the creepy places. Creepy places are so much fun.
Will we have time to ask questions after a while or not?
We can talk and ask questions upstairs, and then we can sit and we'll listen for a few minutes. And we've got people here, so if you guys hear anything over the digital, we'll be watching for inputs. Yes. If anyone has a TikTok account, you can get on the live too, and then read any of these questions that are coming through.
What do you do now?
TikTok? Do you have TikTok on there? Okay, so just find me at Discover right down here.
Oh, I don't know.
You can put at Dr. R. Foster.
At?
No, it's already up there. Just put Dr. R. Foster. And then R, and then Foster. It's all together, one word.
Oh.
Oops. I know it wants to separate it.
Right there.
That's me, darling.
Yay.
Perfect.
And we're live.
And we are, there it is. Yep. So then if there's comments or anything that come through, then you can, there'll be a chat. Yeah, click on it. And then the chat will come up. There it is. All right.
Somebody wants to know if their daughter becomes a doctor.
Yes.
Says there's somebody in there.
Yeah. What? Holy crap. Okay.
I don't know what that's.
Oh, I just got the chills too.
I don't know what that means.
Really cold from like right here to right here. Really cold.
Oh my gosh, I just got the chill. I'm sorry, excuse me. That is definitely a different dimensional energy that's coming through. Holy cow.
Yeah. What does that mean? What's it doing?
It's all right here. Okay, it's right here. Okay. It's warmer here.
It's going this way, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is insane.
Oh.
It stopped. Holy cow, let's walk.
There was something like right in here.
Holy cow. Okay, so. Oh, I do have a lantern. You know what? We'll turn on the lights. We don't need to use the lantern.
Let's just do it.
Huh?
Nope.
I thought she was going to block the door.
Oh, yep.
She's not going to let
Going the right way.
All right.
I'm sorry, Chelsea, if I knock you over, but I'll ask you what you
Hello, it's Rebecca. We are being very respectful of your house. Holy cow! I don't know if you guys just saw that person right here. So we're just gonna sit and look around, and I hope you guys don't mind. We will not hurt your house. We won't destroy anything. Oh, this is nice and warm. Oh gosh, it's like fiery hot. All right. We're just gonna sit.
How do I pause? Can I just pause this and I shut over? Person just walked by.
You can mute it too. You can turn the volume down on your phone, so all you see is the question. Yeah. All right.
Hey, you guys, how many bedrooms is this house?
There's 5 across this right here. There's 5. Okay. So who else has a cell phone on that?
I have mine.
Okay. This is a really cool app that will kind of it'll triangulate what I am seeing and hearing. So if somebody can download, if you've got Android, I know it'll work on an Android. I don't know about iPhone, but it's called Paratech.
Do you have an Android? Yeah. You want to look this? I'm good right now. Okay.
It's Paratech, and it is an amazing app, and it's free.
Paratech.
Paratech.
Oh, you have a friend.
Okay. I just have the chills. I'm gonna have to shave my legs when I'm done with this. And it has like a red thing to it. So that will
Look at the clothes.
I know, aren't they amazing? Don't you just want to put them all on?
We could do a fashion show.
Oh my God, no. She'd be so mad at us if we did that. Well, I came up the stairs. Somebody walked right. I looked and I was like, oh, hey, we're coming. It's Rebecca. And then when I turned, they were like right there. And I screamed because, you're not expecting someone to jump out at you.
So did they ever say, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, and let you move so that you
Sometimes,
can walk by?
Sometimes they do, but not always. But
were they short?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're okay.
Yes, if you guys have any questions about the house or the family, Dan is your man.
I want to hear about
That's what I said. I'm like,
do you talk to him a lot? Deal with him a lot? I mean,
Oh yeah.
so whose room was this?
This was Ann Vincent's room.
The main woman, exactly. And she's the one who at 8:00 always shows up on the stairs going, it's time for everybody to leave. It's bedtime.
Really?
Oh, so what time is it now? 7:38.
I know. I told them that we were going to be here until 9. I came up a little while ago and I said, we'll be gone at 9. We're going to respect your bedtimes. We're not going to be crazy, and we're not going to lay on your beds or sit anywhere. So.
okay, so what is this? What is
know,
this app going to do?
I know, because I was like,
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Because
So
I never
turn it on.
No, not very comfortable, no.
And then just turn it up.
It's a sensor.
Is it volume? Oh, there. Now, if you turn up your volume, it'll say words and stuff. So, or if you want to keep it down, I don't care what you do. Just it'll triangulate
It's like a shadow.
what
Yeah,
I am
it's a
saying.
shadow. Like
It's up, man. It's up. Everything's up.
There was an old potbelly stove that was here.
that's what I was just gonna
Cool.
say. I think that's from like the heater was in the place.
Did you guys hear that? There's like I can't read this. The video dropped, huh? That's really crazy. Okay. Hello. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Sorry. I do this for a living, but you never. Hello, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Holy crap, that scared the bejesus out of me. Well, I walked in and all the noise was right here, and it jumped, and then I jumped and screamed.
What did it?
Hello, can you guys see anything with the? Oh, we can turn the lights on if you want.
No.
Okay. Hi, I'm sorry. I scared somebody when I came in there, and then they scared me. That was freaking funny. Okay. That scared the heck out of me.
So what are these
Stop
words
doing
that
that.
she's picking up on her phone that it keeps saying?
That will pick up, that will scan things that are being said, and it will answer questions exactly of what I am. Did you just poke me? Did you just touch me? I just totally got poked. So this is a child that's in here right now.
Really? Sammy. It just said Sammy.
Yeah, there is a child in here right now.
Mason.
So when I came in, they were in the corner. The child was in the corner over here, and went just like that, and I was like, yeah, and I screamed, and now I just got this in my side.
What?
I got like this. Somebody just like that. Yeah, that's why I thought you were like trying to get my attention.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
If Helen is here.
Helen, if you're gonna find Helen, it'll be that way.
You look so pretty.
What's she saying, man?
So there's a child in
There's
here?
a child, yeah. That it was in that room and then came in here.
I was talking about a fiddle.
Pretty cool.
In that other room, somebody at the age of 15 had one affair. Or somebody had an affair.
What is that?
15.
That is, it streams different radio waves, and then the energies are able to pull from it and use the vocabulary words that are stored in that to be able to speak. And so when it's one of the best that are out there, and it's not made like people sometimes they'll like load them with specific words so that it's like, ooh, how did it know?
Right.
But when you use one of these, it'll just give you a list of really cool words that will go along with everything.
No, I'm doing August.
So there is an energy down here too.
I'm just wondering if it's Helen.
Helen, are you in here?
I'd like her to open that door.
Please do not jump back out at me and scare me because you think it's funny, but I almost fell down.
Jokester or something? She can be.
Okay, Helen.
What door do you want
The
to?
closet door.
Where at?
Right in front of you.
Helen.
Does she usually open it?
Oh, that's a door? It's a closet door? Oh, Helen, can you open the door, Helen? Please? This is the door, if you guys can see it. It's right, oh, there's not me making the shadow.
We're kind of like right in front of it right now. I guess Helen likes to play with this door.
Does she like to open the door?
Sometimes she does. Unless I'm wrong.
What's over there?
These are, that's like storage, right, Dan? Okay.
Can I walk over there?
Oh yeah, you can go right ahead. It's lit, and I think there's enough windows for light.
Oh, yeah.
This was made, right? The maid. Okay, the maid.
This is the maid's quarters?
You can turn lights on if you want to see.
Somebody
Yeah,
told me to put in.
yeah. Go ahead. You can if you want to see. Oh, the chair broke, darling.
Yeah.
You know that? Okay. Oh, maybe that's why she was like, "Don't sit in our chairs." It's a nice bedroom. It's a big bedroom. I'll get out of the way so everybody can see. Do you guys want to come see?
the bedroom? This is the maid's quarters.
I'll get out of the way. Henry showed up? He's always here. He follows you.
That's James.
I'm James. Oh, Henry's with us.
Who's Henry?
Okay, when I was just standing here, I felt that. I felt him, and then I was like, "Oh, the Holy Spirit, stay the hell away from me." and then Henry comes up.
Is this another bedroom?
Let me get out of everybody's way. Yeah, go ahead. You guys can check. I'll get out of your way. Let me get. I'll squeeze past you. You're good.
Literally, when Jordan said, we're
Oh, I love this place. Look, is it not beautiful? Little person, where are you? Oh my goodness sakes. That was me. You were so funny. You scared the living crikey out of me when I walked in here. Oh, you think you're so funny. You are so funny. Are you hiding? Oh my gosh, my knees. I'm getting too old for this. Hello. Hold on. All right, we're playing hide and seek.
Oh. They're asking why.
Why? Why? What was the question?
I don't know.
Why was I scared?
You're asking why.
Well, he scared the bejesus out of me because I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to be jumped out at, and he literally jumped and then scared me. Hold on. Flash. Oh, he just drained the battery. Oh my God, look at that. Brand new batteries.
No way.
Totally dead. Hold on, I'm gonna try again quickly. Hold on. Nope. Batteries are
Look at what that is.
Can I take a picture with my phone?
Look at that. Battery is dead.
Can somebody else take a picture with their phone?
For some reason, it's.
Wait, nope. Sorry, I'm saying flash, so I don't.
He's under the bed.
Hold on. Right
Yeah,
there.
just look at that number down there.
He's hiding.
That's a 10 point something.
Yeah, and there's somebody in that room too.
There's somebody hiding in the bed. They're gonna grab your feet.
Grab my feet, don't.
If
I can't grab
my
it.
feet, I'm.
Oh, don't sit on the bed.
Don't sit on the bed.
Don't sit on the bed.
Oh God, sorry.
Why are you talking to somebody?
Yeah, no, don't. That's the only thing that she was asking was that you don't sit on her furniture.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was like, I'm sorry.
Lucky you got somebody
well,
staying at the hotel.
It's too dark for
Right,
the
that's
video.
what I said. I'm like, oh,
Why cold and hair?
Oh,
Why is it?
it is.
cold in here?
It is cold in here.
Is it?
Why is it cold in here? Maybe, and not hair. Maybe it was why is it cold in here? Hello, I just saw that too. Would you stand in a picture for me so I can take your photo? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna push the button. Hold on. Ready? Here we go. Anything? Did I catch you? Ooh, what was that? Let me try another one real quick. Try to replicate that. Come on. No. See, that's what's so cool about that was I watched him come in and go under the bed, and then you've got that thing going, and then my freaking camera died.
I'm like, I saw.
Okay, well, let's go. We can go up and sit upstairs in the ballroom.
Yes.
The ballroom.
Yeah. Uh-huh. We'll turn the lights on because I've had desks open up here on me.
No, I'm good.
You've had what?
Desks open.
I just felt cold.
Yeah. It is.
I do not feel cold. I don't feel hot.
You feel it? All of a sudden, I just had a whisk. Go. It went whoosh.
Yeah.
Like all of us. I know.
Hello. It's Rebecca.
Everybody else felt that.
All right. Hi, guys. Do you remember the last time I was here and you had that desk and it flew open? I'm not going up there.
Oh my God, it's like freezing right here.
Sorry, guys. There's only one light. I can't get the other one to work. Pretty cool, huh? They used to have dances up here. Isn't it amazing?
I waited till we're. Hey, can I fix this?
Woo! Okay, all right. We just had a vocalization right here. She actually audibly spoke. So I don't know if you guys on this side heard that. And it's so cold. Can I take a photo with you? Oh! Okay, hold on.
Can I fix this?
Saying?
Holy crap.
Wonderful. I would love
She
this.
just got a EBT thing that says to fear him.
Fear me, it said.
Fear me.
That would be him. I had a woman speak right here just next to me just now, and my camera just died. All right.
Like your camera.
Yeah, just totally died.
What did the lady say to you?
Over here.
She was right here, and she spoke. I didn't hear her.
She is used to do banshee.
I'm not seeing. Oh, I didn't see the flash.
My
It's in the window. That's not.
Interesting.
There's a flash down here.
there.
Alright, well, I probably just stuck on them, right?
Hey, Dan, aren't you supposed to like make sure?
What do you have on? Just your.
Oh, look at that. My battery is completely dead.
Just not money.
Look at all gone bye-bye. Brand new batteries.
Really?
Yes, they just drain it. She stood, part of it is because he downstairs drained it because he was using energy to manifest and stomp his feet and scare me and make me scream, and then ran under the bed. So he was visually manifesting, and then she just went, whoa, 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 right here where you're standing. I went like this, and she went, whoa, 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 right in my ear. And
Are these people that lived here
yes.
then? Are they family members?
Yes, so they're good.
There's someone
Oh, you've got that on there too. Oh, that's a good thing to have.
What?
right there, right there, standing right next to you.
Right there.
That's really awesome.
I've never done anything.
Really?
Oh my God.
Cool.
My stupid.
It's following her in the paint.
It's following you, Maureen.
Right. See, I thought somebody liked her because the whole baby
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Maybe they're protecting you.
No, my camera will not take photos anymore. It's done.
Look at that.
That's
It's
crazy.
following Marie.
Diabolical again.
Right there.
It's following you.
Oh,
It's almost like maybe it's trying to protect you.
Oh, yep.
So what does the one look
If
like
it gets
that I
bigger,
saw?
then
I
it's
really
obviously
wish this
closer
would
to us.
work.
Oh, it's right there, right by the chair.
What is this?
It's right by the
That's
chair.
it's a shoe thing where you take your shoes
Okay, let me take my batteries out real quick and adjust them. I have batteries downstairs.
Ask Charles if he's here.
What is that?
What does this say? Stop taking.
For some reason, someone's following you.
It said I didn't make her out what she said. I hope it recorded that. So you think it said, "Can you hear me?" Yes, we can absolutely hear you. Nope. Dead. Completely dead.
Does that happen?
Yes, it happens all the
It
time.
just drains it.
Gone. Brand new batteries, all gone. I have more downstairs.
I can scan everyone and I do not. No, that's
Charlotte
right
is
here.
my
Right here with us?
Yeah, Diane has a new granddaughter that's 3 days old.
But it's with her. It's more with her.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Her
Maureen.
or Marie?
Okay, let's everybody be quiet for 1 minute here. Let me see if I can. We will be down in 1 minute. So, the lady of the house, what's her name? I don't even. She's like, it's time to come down. We'll be down in a minute.
7:53.
You can hear her?
Mm-hmm. Did she have hip problems or something?
Mm-hmm.
Because she doesn't want to walk the stairs.
She died from complications from a hip.
Okay, because she doesn't want to come up the stairs.
Hip.
Interesting. That's why she's yelling at us to come down the stairs.
No, the
lady
of the house.
Interesting.
You ain't going over there.
Are you the lady of the house?
I ain't the lady of the house.
So we've got her down there, so I'm able to put her down there. We've got the child down there, but we've got someone else that's in and out of dimensions that's here.
That window over there is going like this.
I was just there.
Oh yeah, it is. Look at that.
No.
I don't see nothing.
I do. That's weird.
Should it be doing that?
No.
I don't want to touch it.
Can I touch
I
it?
see it.
Can I touch it? I want to
Can I
touch
touch it? I was just over there. Literally, I was just over
She
there.
wants to touch everything, so.
I was like, it was from the monstrous thing. I want to touch it. I'm not.
Wavy? I don't see it.
Yeah, the window is moving.
Look at this. There's two orbs.
Yeah, we've got several energies with us that are dimensional right now, like they're transferring dimensions.
You just cleaned those windows.
Just kidding.
Like the window was.
Yes, yeah, there's a woman.
Crazy. So there's a woman and child downstairs.
Yep, and there is somebody in that corner. If somebody can take a picture right there of that window. Yep. Did you get it? Her? Did you get the orb? If nothing else?
Nope, the orb's gone.
There's. It's over there. Oh, this is so cold right here. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't mean to take a.
Was I in your way?
No, not you. Sorry.
Oh, like right. We're talking to somebody else.
Her.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. That's why.
I kind of stepped.
But it's weird. It's like you feel like there's someone there.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I don't see anything in there. Well, wait a minute. Right here.
Yep, there it is. I'm telling you, bobbing up and down. I think it's a child.
Is this the ballroom?
Yes.
I love this.
Isn't it beautiful?
The first residence in France is under the Ouija board.
Oh, no, I don't do Ouija.
No, me neither. I won't do it. You can't get me to.
I did Ouija's when I was young.
Ooh, Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. I am protected from.
Corey says, my husband says, don't let anything come home with me.
Okay, and you know what? And most of the things in this house are not going well. The people here are not going to go home with you. This is their home. This is where they stay. This is not someplace that is where they're conducting things or doing strange rituals. So they're not opening portals to other things.
Well, I'm Indian. That's why I was like, oh.
Well, no, and
weird shit.
Yeah, no, and being that if you're Native Indian, then you always have to protect yourself. But I would suggest that everybody just, when you leave, there's a way of we open our minds when we're here. Just close your mind when you leave. Just walk away and go, okay, I'm done here for the night. And
I've been here 20 years.
Exactly. I've never had a problem leaving here. Knock on wood. Yeah. I've never had anything follow me. I've never had anything follow me.
Well, and I don't feel evilness here. Like
no,
I don't feel.
It's not. They're human energies.
Yes.
It's like being at your grandmother's house and they don't want you to run around.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
You're not
Respect
running amok.
Exactly.
Don't sit on their
Don't
stuff.
be loud. It's time for bed.
Sit on their stuff.
You already sat on their bed.
I already apologized.
All right, that's
How many
hysterical.
Like all the time.
No hitchhikers is right. We don't want any hitchhikers. Oh, that cold is gone. She moved. She moved. Where's? All right here. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna sit down over here. Hello. It felt like somebody just pulled my hair, or at least knocked me. Do you mind if I sit in the chair? I can sit in this chair. We can sit in the chairs. We can sit down.
We can sit down.
We can sit down.
Ew, I'm all about the settings. That cold is right here.
It moved over this way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Uh huh.
I'm not going to sit on your face.
Yes, we can sit here. We can sit in the chairs.
I didn't want to sit on anyone's lap.
No beds though. We just can't sit on their beds. Yes, we can sit here. Just be careful.
I just want to be nice.
Fate. Interesting. What happened?
It's cushier.
I'm not breaking it because
It's
they're
gonna
going to
be glass.
I'm sorry. No, not happening.
But it's cushier than you thought, right?
It's going to break.
It doesn't look broken. It looks like it's okay.
It didn't break.
It's okay. It's not broken.
But it's way cushier than we thought.
Okay. I will definitely list the video as soon as I'm done.
Why? It's not like I didn't want to sit by you, Melissa, but...
No, I know.
Okay.
The same thing.
So let's listen real quick. It's moving around the room. Okay, so let's see if we can listen because she's audible. So I'm gonna just turn on whatever is left in my camera juice. I can't use it; it won't let me. But I'm gonna see if she wants to draw on it. So sour. That's so weird.
Talking to me.
Oh, they're talking. Oh, maybe are you eating a sour candy or anything? Oh.
Maybe my demeanor.
No.
Then why do you date?
Okay. See, yeah. So my camera turns on for a moment. So if you'd like to use the camera to be able to speak, please go ahead and use it.
Nice.
Would you like to talk again?
What are you doing, Diane?
Some paranormal app.
Is that you, Ethan?
Okay, it's giving me a name of Ben.
Ben?
Yeah.
Huh. My son's Ben. Is Benjamin watching this right now? Ben, are you at home watching this?
Ben is her man, boyfriend, husband.
Heather, darling, you said that it's all glitching, huh? Okay. She said that everything is glitching and it's draining and there's creating interference in here too. And we're at the very top of the flipping house. So you get excellent coverage from up here. It's not like we're in a basement, which I won't be going into today.
We're not going to the basement?
No, I'm not. You guys, I'm not.
I'm not going to that.
I was right.
No, I won't go in the basement.
Why is that?
Because people don't want me down there.
There's a very.
Can I go?
It's if you.
We're signing a thing that says you can go.
You're not going.
Well,
No, you can't go. Who's your doing, my mama? What kind of things are down
There's a gentleman down there, and he's not nice at all. And I personally already know who he is and what he is, and so I have no desire to meet him again down there.
He
None.
just stays down there then?
For the most part, it's what we hope.
Well, he won't go home with me, really.
Diane.
I
You're not going
know
in the basement.
he won't, but he's just not a happy
Who is he?
person.
Do
Well, when I was here, the last time we caught him, we walked through the basement during the day, and the EVPs that we got were of him growling at us. All out and out growling, and we felt so bad down there. And
That's his territory.
well, then we replayed everything and go, well, no wonder he's growling at us. Like, get out of here.
But
Is there a reason? Do we know, like, the backstory?
right, that's what I was gonna say.
Why?
Well-
No backstory, yeah.
He does.
I think it's Charles Vincent, and maybe I'm wrong, but in 1929, at the fall of the stock market, Charles lost a lot of money. And what the history tells me, he came up here and shot himself in the head with a derringer.
Okay.
So,
In this room?
yes.
So, and then did he just go back, does he just walk through the house, or does he just stay pretty much in the basement?
Well, I don't know. I think when I encountered him, it was the basement. I have not felt anything except in the basement, except when we were standing at the stairs. And I saw him, and I was like, oh my God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, leave me alone. I am protected from you. So, yeah.
Is he just a mean old man?
He's earthbound, for one. He's never transitioned spiritually, so he is still...
What was that? Like, that's not car lights.
No, I just seen that.
Oh, you guys caught it, and I missed it, so I'm talking...
Yeah, I saw it. There was no way that was car lights.
No, it went across here, like weird.
Oh, and I think I missed it.
Yeah. That was weird.
I thought it was just.
I'm not
I
a
saw
believer.
it.
I'm not a
I
believer.
thought it was the ice playing tricks on me.
I didn't know what to do. I was like, weird.
Oh, that was fabulous. I wish, I don't know if I had my camera tipped up enough. Did you guys see the light up here behind me?
Yes.
It was, I had it like this, and I was turning it slowly back to me. I don't know if you guys caught
When
that.
I saw it, it was up here.
Yeah, I got it in that corner.
I just got a word, it says tag.
You're it.
Interesting.
Where are you at? Let's do this.
Well,
It was weird.
It was. Diane, are you getting words? What are you getting?
Are you scratching furniture?
Yeah, I just did that.
where is everybody up here right now?
My friend's downstairs.
I was going to say there's someone. Oh, that's right. She's downstairs.
Yeah,
oh, we left her alone down
She
there.
has a handicap in one of her knees, so she's not good.
I know, I was like, I feel bad. I didn't mean to leave.
I'd like to know if Adeline's
I told her
here.
I'd come check her.
Also, have
Adeline-
you ever had spirit come into you when you're like?
I met her, I think, one of the first times that I ever did it, but I don't know if I've seen her since. She was with Anne on the stairs the first time I was ever here, and I've never seen her since. She's the older woman, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she was.
She's the one who her and her husband built this home.
She was the first time I was
Why are they
here.
all still here?
It's their home. They just elderly back in the day. Yeah, and back in my grandmother, for instance, their house was the first house built in Palos Park, Illinois. First house, and it was also one of those houses that when you lived in it, you died in it, and they had a death room. So when you were dying, you died in the room. So
Most of them were probably born in the house.
and they were
too.
born in the house, and they died in the house, and everyone died in that house except my grandfather, who was in the hospital getting treated for cancer, and then my grandmother had dementia. She was the last person, so we ended up having to put her in a nursing home. But they're all in the house. So I've always said, I wonder whoever has lived in that house, if they've heard and dealt with everything going on in there.
Have you ever traveled there to like check it out?
Once the house was sold, no. But I will tell you this, that the upstairs, there was the death room, and then there was the main room for the master room, and then another small bedroom, which is my father's. And the new guy who bought it broke the wall between the two to expand the master bedroom. And I all of a sudden started getting messages about how mad they were that there was something being done in the house. And I got a hold of the neighbor, and I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing to my grandmother's house? He's like, oh, he's redoing upstairs. And like, they are so pissed right now. And then very shortly after that, he sold the house.
I have a question. I live in a home that my grandparents built. It was taken by a tornado, and they built the house I live in 1918.
Okay.
And to my knowledge, there is nobody that has died in the home.
Okay.
But my husband and my granddaughter swear there's a ghost in there, and they named him George.
Interesting. That's so weird, because when I was younger, I had a ghost named George.
Yeah, and nothing is like weird things don't happen.
It was a brand new house. It was an apartment, actually, but it was George. That was who it was. We all just called him George. So I wonder if George is like an interdimensional ghost.
Yeah, like my but like my dogs are fine.
She has a George too?
Ada has a George.
Okay, so that George must be just a ghost that gets around. How many of you guys have a George? Because everybody, I'm like, they'd come over, I'm like, watch for George. He's in the room. Brand new place.
We have a friend.
You have a friend?
Yeah,
No, I have a George. Like Kiara and Corey named him George, and I'm like going, okay, there's no ghosts in the house. Nobody's died in this house. Like my
It doesn't
grandmother.
matter though.
Like if we have a,
Us too.
Oh, Ben is watching this. I'm sorry, I just saw that. Okay.
could it be the property?
Hi, Ben.
Like my grandpa died on the property.
It could be the property. Well, if there's something that happens on the soil and you build over it, you're going to have the remnants and the residues of that.
Because when my family lived down in Oklahoma by the Trails of Tears, where all those Indians died
Oh
at,
yeah.
and they could hear.
Did you guys just see that right there? Did you guys just see the light flash behind me again right there? I caught that on video this time.
Okay, because I'm like, what did you just?
Yeah, they could hear like the Indians.
The cries.
Yes.
I've got a spirit box going.
Someone else said, okay, so Heather Werman, she's a friend of mine. She's a Chippewa Indian too. And she said it's always George or William.
Oh.
And then someone else here, we've got Glenda, who said, yep, they had a George as well. She had a George. Same here. Interesting. So a lot of people.
That's very interesting.
That makes you wonder if George is just an interdimensional angelic being or of some kind. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
Very
an
interesting.
introductory thing.
Yeah. Do you want us to go back downstairs? Do you not want us up here?
I just got it. Late, die, and spiritual.
Oh wait, the what?
No.
Rebecca,
Fine.
have you ever had anybody come into you?
No. No, I won't allow that. Mm-mm.
November.
Like on ghosts, how?
Yeah, no, I won't allow that.
That'd be.
No, I'm sure there's people who can do that. I will not allow
You
it.
see those ghost hunters on TV, and he's that one guy, whatever his name is.
Window.
One that I saw had one.
You know, always has-
Somebody is touching my hand. So
I could.
I think we should. Somebody's touching my hand right now, so it's time to go downstairs from here.
It says medical. Crazy.
Oh, that may be me. Okay, that's
Could be a common name
crazy.
too.
That's
And my flipping camera just died again. I really wish I could take a picture.
because that thing is
Medical instance, crazy love, little flight, and
Boom! It worked again. So there it is. I knew it. I caught.
reveal.
Oh, it's. All right, hold on. Let me do it. Let me show you. There it is. Yeah. If you guys can see, right up there on the wall. I stopped to catch it, and there it is, big one, there on the wall.
Mine is just like crazy.
You see it?
crazy.
Right.
I don't know if I'm looking at the same thing, like that white orb right there.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That is not dust. And I was able to take a picture again after that energy left. Did you see that? Isn't that cool? I love that.
I love that song.
I'm gonna catch you.
Brandon, that's weird.
Oh, and it died. I don't know what the picture looks like now because it died. I knew it. I knew you were right there. As soon as I snapped, it killed my family. Just did it again.
Really?
Okay, we're going. We're going down. All right.
So are they ever thrilled? I mean, and not thrilled, but pleased that we are so interested in them and this kind of thing? Are they, what's the word I'm searching for?
That's crazy.
It is.
Thank you for talking with us and letting us be in your world.
Oh, it's cold right here.
I know. Now that was the room that had a desk in it at one point, and I was standing there trying to figure out. I was with Mary Lee Dixon, and we were standing there talking, and I was like, I wish I could get a sign, and boom, the desk just flew open. It had a bunch of maps in it and wallpaper.
Yeah.
Disaster.
It's cold right here.
I'm waiting for my sister. Okay. As long as I'm going down now. You come with me, you wait.
Thank you for letting us be in your room, in your bedroom, and I appreciate you sharing your home with us tonight. Thank you. All right. I know, right?
I love all these scary rocks.
Hello, Sneaky Britches, wherever you went. Thank you for playing with us tonight. Hello? Thanks for playing with us. I love your rocking chair with the doll. Can you move that rocking chair for us? I know you can play hide and seek and you can stomp your feet and make me scream because I screamed. All right. I won't ask you to do things. Good night. I think it's getting close to bedtime for you. What time is it? It's 8:15. Okay. All right. Oh, did we turn off the upstairs light? No. Here, I gotta grab one.
Whoopsie, wrong one. This one.
No, it's the
Nope. Oh, nope.
Yep, this one over here.
Upstairs.
It's right there on that. Yeah. Lights out. We don't want to leave those open and on. All right. Yeah, there's a switch downstairs. You don't have to try to figure out your stairs. Thank you. Good night.
So they're probably getting to know you pretty well then too, I suppose.
Well, whenever I go to some place, I always introduce myself initially, and then I will, when I come back again, I always make sure that I say my name and remind them that I've been here before. So that introduction is there.
You don't. You're not going down there.
He's bad.
You just had a new grandbaby in. What's that door?
It's a closet, a coat closet, storage, tables and stuff go in there. I said, where's number 11? And they said, oh, she's downstairs. You were down here in the peace and quiet for a while. Okay. All right.
Gert and Leon was their name.
All right. So you have people who want to go in the basement. I'm not going down there.
I'm not either. I said I trust her. She says it's evil.
No.
Yeah.
Even Dan said no.
Yeah.
No. He just, I mean, it was myself and a seasoned paranormal investigators. Wasn't like we were just walking down there innocently. And when we got to the end over here, we were like, we are not welcome. And we both stopped and I said, he's right here. And then when we played it all back, it was just pure growls. He was just growling at us. I'm like, I'm never going back down there again.
Nope.
Nope.
You can't sneak anywhere in this house.
No, it's loud.
Trust me, I try to sneak.
Look at that. Isn't it so beautiful? Isn't it so cool? Okay, so again, this is the Vincent House in Fort Dodge, Iowa. And it is a very old home, as you can see. But they do hold fundraisers and events here. And the money goes to help keep this place up and running and heated and cool and all the things that it needs. So if you're ever in the area, check it out. And so thank you guys so much. Yes, definitely. Thank you for peace being with me. I really appreciate that. And don't need to pull a Brian for sure, Heather. It's me against the stairs and definitely don't want to fall down any stairs. It is a beautiful home. It's a very interesting place. It's very peaceful. Been coming here, holy cow, for probably close to, 18 years. So it's pretty excellent. And it's part of the Historical Society, and that's what Dan works to keep it up and take care of it. So, all right. So I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me tonight, and I am going to go over any of the comments that I can. And again, stay tuned. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow or the next day, and I will catch up on all those readings that you guys are requesting, and because I figure you don't want to just hang out with us right now, right? If I get a few yeses, I'll let you hang out with us. If you're bored at this point, I can shut it off and you guys don't have to see anymore. But it was fun, right? It is super fun. I love it. And I'm going to also take this link. I'm going to save it. And again, like the other night, I'm going to put it on YouTube so that all these ladies can then go back and watch the video again. And I'll post the link. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, here. Oh, I have to pee. So here, I have to go to the bathroom. So does somebody want to hold this? Because I asked them if they were bored and wanted me to shut it off, and they all want to stay.
Oh, because we're fun.
Hi guys, I'm Marie.
Hello, that's Melissa.
I'm the pregnant one. Surprise.
Hey!
Melissa. Kim in the background. You can't be cursing.
Mary and her sister.
Yeah, I know that.
Mary is her sister, and that's Oh, someone said hey. Hey, congrats. Thank you.
Oh, Mama's pregnant.
I gotta go out and smoke.
The experience was good. It was surprising that she brought up that I was pregnant. I didn't know she would. Nobody knew except for my mom and my mother-in-law. So that was neat. I'm just I'm open-minded about the whole thing, so.
Not in a million years.
Yeah. This is weird. I never do Facebook or TikTok live. Debbie. Rebecca's over there still talking.
Yeah.
That's the craziest.
She's batshit crazy.
You guys have anything?
Nope.
You
just want cans?
No, just throw everything in there.
Rebecca's phone.
Oh, TikTok?
Yeah, on
You're just
TikTok.
pointing it towards your mom.
Hi, TikTok.
Yeah, I just had a whole conversation with them.
Hi, TikTok. Who?
TikTok people.
Oh,
They wanted to know my experiences. She does always talk. You're right.
you can put garbage in there too.
When Rebecca was back there, I said, "Oh, she's back there still talking," and someone said that she always talks.
Just throw that whole box in here, girlie. You want to throw that plate in here?
I didn't expect what came out, but
Any empty cup?
You had a good reading.
I did not expect any of that.
Yeah, your reading was
Did not expect that.
phenomenal. Oh, here's a
I did maybe with my dad, because I know my dad said something with that. But with Goldie, no way.
last empty garbage.
Not. And me not saying no. So freaking true.
Yeah, it really is.
So everybody thought they had a good reading? For this?
Good reading? Yeah. Oh, look, she's back.
I do want to ask her a couple questions though. I don't want to attack her.
Well, I wasn't either, but that's why I stood my ground at the top of the stairs and I was like, I am not, you cannot harm me. You're not gonna hurt me coming up these stairs. I just stood there and stared at her. Well, she went downstairs.
Can I ask you a question?
She's crazy.
Then.
Oh.
What did he look like?
He was, well, from where I'm standing, I would have to think he's maybe 6 foot, 6 foot.
I don't know if you guys can hear her, but they're talking about somebody that she met at the top of the stairs.
I would think would have been a little bit lighter, maybe a light brown, but it looks like it was thinner on the top. I would still think that he would have had maybe had a full head of hair, but it looked thinner on top.
Okay, I was just because
And
that's.
his face was kind of like heart shaped, but I would heart shaped, but a wider. So he has
Her shoes are so
chin,
cute.
but a strong jaw on him. His nose,
I want them. I'm a size 9.5.
I'm just. What did you say?
Someone likes your shoes. You didn't go with the heels.
Oh
I said, yeah, I like them too.
Dogs. I love Rocky Dogs. I have 10 pairs of Rocky Dogs.
That's what I'm saying because Jane.
He came up like this when he was coming up. He was like he was like. I'm trying to see my perspective, like this. He was like this, like almost hunched a little bit, looking at me.
Because.
What was?
Jane Swain had black hair and really close eyes.
No, this guy's hair was like a light brown, not black.
Who are we talking about?
The guy in the
The guy
basement.
in the basement.
Oh, that's not in the basement anymore.
Oh, he was in the basement.
Oh.
But he came upstairs when we were up there. Yeah, that would be his face. Oh, he's good looking. Holy hell.
That's it. Compliment him. That'll help.
Yeah, no doubt. Wow, what a. That is him, but he didn't look like that, but. Wow.
My buddy Jake is like,
Good looking. Oh. That's crazy. He looks older than that, though.
Nope. I got a grandbaby on the way. You all on your own. Okay. I got a granddaughter on the way.
His father was
Possibly a grandson.
Both.
I just had a granddaughter 2 days ago.
He married
Sorry.
Emma.
You're fine.
That's why you're not going down there alone, and I'm not going with you.
Hi, Brenda girl.
He died on 1965.
Oh.
Right. I was gonna say, it looks like an older man.
You go downstairs with me?
This is him right here. That's
Those eyes.
good looking guy.
But why is he?
But look at that though. Look, that explains it.
What are those evil eyes?
That's the eyes. You can see the bottom whites of his eyes.
And
Yeah, he kind of looks evil there.
You're not gonna. He looks good looking.
You better show TikTok.
Look at those eyes.
Oh, he is cute.
You can see the bottom whites of his eyes, and that is the sign of just like a psychopath. When they're not trying, no way. I see someone like that, and I will run.
I don't like his eyes.
No, he's that. We're talking about him, and he's probably right here in the next room listening to us.
His mind rose red.
5, but how did he die? If I'm right.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's here, so he never left. And I'm not approaching him. I won't approach him. There's no reason to incite him.
He had 1 son and 3 daughters.
And I know you've had
So
conversations.
this is Charles Vincent?
Yeah.
The girls coming
That's
in.
probably Melissa. She's not quiet.
You don't have to hold the phone. I can take it if you're like just holding it.
Oh my god. I already had a conversation
She's
with
the
them.
new
I'm
camera
done.
person.
I'm done. I did my part.
That's so
She's
funny.
the one that Rebecca spoiled the surprise for everybody.
That's what I told them.
Oh, you did.
You
Yeah, they all told me congrats on it.
Oh my god. Oh really? They
Yeah,
did?
yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. So the whole world knows now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know though, when she walked
Yes,
in.
Heather Russ. He was significant. He this is the Vincent House, and he was the son of the Vincents, correct? But he just is not a nice guy. And reportedly, allegedly, he went up in the ballroom where we just were, and he killed himself up there. But he spends a lot of time in the basement. And once I run across a negative energy, if it's human or not, I have no reason to keep addressing it, and I just won't. It feeds their energy, just like my camera kept dying. So yeah. Okay. See, this is the kitchen area, and that's the door to the basement. And those stairs go up, and I was at the top of those stairs, and he had walked up and was coming at us, and that's when I was like, "Not today, Satan!" Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a bagel? I'm gonna take a piece of this bagel. Soft bagel. Mm-hmm.
Soft bagel?
Mmm, that's so good. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining me in our entire party tonight. It was awesome, but I'm going to put all of my stuff away. We're going to get ready and packed up and clean this place up, and we're going to get going. So stay tuned, watch for more lives, and I will get on those readings to you guys. God bless and take care. Thank you guys. Good night.